the good times, 'cause comics got the right of way. We ain't no legend, ain't no cause, we're just living for today. The dawn's about to draw. We salute you. Marcus is about to draw. We salute you. DUCKBACON is about to draw. We salute you. OMERGLITCH is about to salute you. Yes, we do. But those about to draw. Oh, we salute. We're just pencils for hire with the rock and roll fire, ready and aimed at you. Break your balls and lead up your pencils for a double page spread of doom. Take FERRET's here to draw. We salute you. Oh, the evil ginger's here to draw. We salute you. Those about to draw fire. We salute you. Fire. You. We salute you. Come on. For those about to draw. We salute you. For those about to draw. We salute you. For those about to draw. We salute you. Haldir is here to link all them chains. Mama Donna's kicking ass and taking names.
That's your sweet ass, I do.
Talking indies and promoting books. We doing it for real. No, we ain't no crooks. We salute you. Yeah. We salute you. We salute you. We salute you. The studio going live. The studio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the studio this evening, this Saturday evening. Hang on, I gotta clean it on my phone. Thought I had the volume off, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, we are on episode 82, and we are gonna screw around and draw the Punisher tonight because the Punisher had a. Hey, what's up, Doc? We had a new Punisher movie trailer, which we'll be checking out a little bit later, but playing ever so stealthily so we don't get copyright struck. And all that kind of good stuff. So here's hoping everybody had a great week. Mama Donna's in the house in the background. What's up, girl?
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Say hi
Mama
to-
Donna.
There she is.
Hello.
And hopefully some of the other guys will be rolling in a little bit later as well. We're starting a little bit later this evening, trying out some new times. Just seeing what sticks, what works, what doesn't. We'll figure it out. We'll get there, man. So how you doing, Duck?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm okay, man. I'm a lot better. Thanks for asking.
Good.
How's life treating you?
Oh, it's good.
And that's the show. Thanks everybody for tuning.
There you go.
If you're new to the channel, give us a subscribe. Don't forget to like and share the stream out.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment if you would. So, Doc, what's your thought process behind Punisher?
Let's do it.
How do you feel about the Punisher? How do you feel about John Bernthal as Punisher?
Oh, I've loved John Bernthal ever since he started playing Punisher. I have no complaints.
He's a pretty good Punisher. I
Yeah.
wasn't the biggest fan of Dolph Lundgren
Yeah, but that was all we had at that time.
at the time. Yeah. Now,
I was explaining that to my kid, like, you know, we didn't have, you know, the MCU growing up, you know, so I mean, like, Dolph Lundgren was all we had,
was
even
the
without
best.
the skull.
it
Yeah.
was the best they had to offer. I never got to see the Ray Stevenson one.
Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty cool. It wasn't like like the writing wasn't so great,
Uh-huh.
but the look and the concept, the idea, the plot was cool.
Right. But I did get to see the Thomas Jane one, and I thought that was adequate.
Yeah, yeah. I just his entire family, including like
Yeah, like the
his like
whole
distant cousins and
yeah, nobody's coming out of that one alive at all. You're not. There is no more genetic offspring for you, buddy. That's it.
so some regular folk, like regular men, might just need their wife and children to be brutally murdered, and not their entire family.
Or even on just family vacation. I mean, really, do you need the whole bloodline there? No, I don't think so. Like, who's paying
And the
for
whole
that?
being centered in Florida,
Right.
it was just weird. It gave
Who
off
the hell's
weird
paying
vibes.
for that? And then you got the bad guys. They're all like, look, we got to take as much ammo as possible because this asshole brought his entire bloodline.
Yeah.
You got to wipe all of them out. Everybody count your casings, all your ammo belts.
Yeah.
You got enough.
Yeah.
Because these people, all they do is bang and reproduce. So we got to take care of this. We're not
But
leaving
yeah,
anybody.
at the same time, I gotta give it up to Thomas Jane for like really getting into the role and really
Yeah.
wanting to do it.
Although could have done without the John Travolta bad guy. He was kind of
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
like the one that played his wife in the flick was a better bad guy than he was.
Yeah, totally.
But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good. John Bernthal going to be in the new Spider-Man movie. I think they're saying.
That looks pretty cool. I mean, like
And-
from the scene in the preview.
Yeah, and apparently there's going to be a Gray Hawk as well.
A what?
A Gray Hawk, like the Hawk's.
Oh,
gonna be gray.
interesting. I didn't realize he was going to be gray.
Yeah, he's supposed to go. I think gray, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely going to be
Okay.
savage again, from what
Well,
I've been reading.
And as long as he doesn't do that, like, I don't know what Ruffalo was trying to achieve, and what was it? In Endgame, and I guess also She-Hulk. What he's trying to achieve there, but it just came across as goofy and
The
ridiculous.
Smart Hawk,
Yeah, but I mean,
like,
like Smart Hulk in the comic books was cool.
right? Are you
But
talking
I
about
mean, like,
when they were in the restaurant? He's like, damn.
yeah,
You know, that kind
yeah,
of
and
thing. That was
he's
retarded.
playing like he's a cool guy or something. I don't know what he was doing.
Follow the Hawk on Facebook.
Okay.
That's what it was like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, let me while we're waiting and see what's going on here. Let's check out the chat. We got Art Haida. What's up, buddy? Omer's spending all his time on his back. Yeah. Omer said that he's on his way. He lost track of time. He was lying down. He'll be here in a bit. And
Lazy.
I got Omer giggling. Duck Bacon, hail Apex Comics 3200. Art Haida says, hey to Omer, hi to me, hail to the chat, waves to everybody. You say hi to Art Haida. Art Haida says, don't blame Dolph for the script. Okay. Also give him Mr. Lundgren. Ray Stevenson had meh writing. The action was fun. Yeah, I heard that the Ray Stevenson, like, he really, out of everyone they've had so far, he looked the part.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He looked like those Tim Bradstreet Marvel Knights Punisher. Yeah.
I also read that this Punisher was it War Journal? The movie, was it called War Journal? I don't remember.
Mhm.
But he said it was exceptionally brutal. Like a true.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Should be. So yeah, man, I'm down with it. So a little bit later on, we'll check out the trailer for Punisher: One More Kill. We'll wait till everybody gets in here. That way nobody feels left out. And in the meantime, let me switch to my virtual camera and we'll see if we can get some doodling going on here and try to keep the conversation going. Yeah.
I'm still getting set up here.
Oh, it's all good, buddy. Mama Donnie, got anything you want to tell anybody?
No,
No?
not right now.
Not right now? Saving it for later?
Mm-hmm.
Big Town Secret?
Yeah.
No. Well, I just want to let everybody know, remind everybody that the sign up for my upcoming comic book, Omega Mission, will be next Saturday, the 18th. We're going to do the sign up. We're going to start the sign up right here live on the show. And it's going to be a long sign up process because I don't even have a launch date in mind for the campaign yet. I was going to do it during the summer, but because of the GoFundMe and everything, I just kind of feel weird asking everybody for all this friggin' money all the time. It's like, oh, God damn it. Look, Don's got his friggin' hand out again. All this guy wants is freaking money, money, money. It's like he's a capitalist or something.
Things cost money.
Exactamundo. So yeah, and I got to get a little bit more work done on it. You okay, Ma? I got up to page. Let's see. Yeah, I was writing on the script, editing, adding stuff, and I got up to page 27, and I want it to be a 32-page book. I'm hoping I don't go over. I mean, I could probably go to 48 if I absolutely had to, but I really don't want to because that's a lot of work. I'm lazy. I just want to get it out there. Get it over with, man. So, yeah, man, I got that going on.
Oh, I gotta say, One World Under Doom is totally not worth it.
Is this the comic book series?
Yes.
I've heard nothing but bad shit about that.
It is so horrible.
What is it supposed to be like?
It's so apparently after Blood Hunt, which I didn't read yet. Dr. Doom gets
Blood Hunt was
Sorcerer
mediocre.
Supreme.
I read that. Blood Hunt was mediocre at best.
Yeah.
The art was fantastic. The writing sucked.
Yeah, and again with One World Under Doom, I mean, like the art is all right, but the story is pretty bad.
They were probably trying to get all this together for the Avengers Doomsday. They're really trying to get with the whole doom of it all.
But this is just
too little, too late.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
I mean, so he was supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme, right?
Yeah, he gets Sorcerer Supreme, and so he starts taking over the planet, and then he starts enacting his socialist dreamscape, like no war, everything's for free.
What?
And
Doom was a communist?
Oh, weird.
I didn't see
that.
Yeah,
and that's a funny thing too. I mean, like how
I didn't see that coming.
They keep on having like the main evil guy express his ideas of sharing the land.
Okay, who wrote this garbage? Because my God,
forgot.
I don't think Doom would be a socialist, dude.
I think I've been like repressing it.
Yeah, try to erase it from my memory. There's no way I read that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Omer, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys? What's up?
What's up with you? We're talking Punisher. We're talking apparently One World Under Doom, which I didn't know was a thing until a couple of weeks ago, and I caught Critical Thinking talking about it.
You're not missing it. You're not missing anything.
Well, there you go. I feel better about everything already. And I realized I haven't even checked for new comics in like 3 weeks, man. I used to get everything online, and I haven't even been checking. That's how much I don't even care. Which is kind of sad, dude. I realized I was behind on Spawn. Been behind on Spawn. I'm trying to get back into that.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on Spawn.
And I gave up on the X-Men for sure, and Spider-Man. I think the last time I read Spider-Man, he was supposed to be going to space for some odd reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like Why, dude? He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not your friendly interplanetary Spider-Man. It's a complete different thing there.
Yeah. Well, I read Ultimate Power and Ultimates 3 all the way through to get to Ultimatum. And
Is this the new Ultimates?
no. Well, I mean, like I was catching up. I forget when this was, but it is from a while back. But the art in Ultimatum is really good. It was David Finch.
Oh god damn!
And Ultimates 3, the art is really good. It was Maduria.
Yeah, Joe Mad.
But Craig Land is the one who did the Ultimate Power, Fantastic Four. Yeah, and that is just so wrong for so many reasons.
You lost me.
Yeah. The story was really bad too, and yeah, you just wonder like what did everybody like hate Mark Miller in the way like he was, giving them a gift. He was giving Marvel a gift of like, here's a great story. Just follow these guidelines, and they're all like, nah.
Yeah, I already got it set up for you guys. All you gotta do is just basically copy paste and change a few things.
Mm-hmm. And then Ultimates 3 really explored the relationship between Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
I remember that. Weren't they like into each other?
Yeah, but I mean, like in the Mark Miller's like Ultimates 1 and 2, it's insinuated, but it's not like, hey, let's really focus in on this.
It's not something you want to focus on.
It's like, let's focus in on this like really uncomfortable, disgusting thing.
This romantic interlude that the brother and sister are having.
And don't even get me started on the relationship now between them and Wolverine, because that was even more disturbing.
Was it threesome?
No, even more disgusting than that.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
These are not questions I need answers to.
No, we don't really need them.
Although somebody out there feels like they do.
No, I think the writers just screwed the pooch on that. Just yeah.
In more ways than one.
Mm-hmm.
So Omer, I see you got a whole team shot going on down there. What the hell are you doing? I see is that Colossus? I see Colossus, Spider-Man, Captain America,
Daredevil. I got a Hulk sketch over here, and I got a Deadpool down here. I'm gonna put Punisher right here.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen you draw a bunch of characters together before.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like this is one of the pieces I worked on for my Monday show, but yeah, I just started.
That's really cool.
Drawing a bunch of characters together.
That is cool.
Something fun, for the kids.
What's up, Michael?
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Welcome to the show. It's a party now, people.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late.
Nah, dude, you're good.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, hi, Mama Donna. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Omen Screaming Raven says, good evening to you, gentlemen. Chat, hail to you and good evening. Also says, since you're talking new comics, I'll have to talk about Mortal Thor. Mortal Thor.
All right.
Mortal Thor?
Not Immortal Thor?
Okay. Familiar
I heard
enough.
somebody mention
No,
that
I don't know anything about this. Art Haida says, but Don, if you don't read Spider-Man, how are you going to see Paul Cuckham? Don't want to. And I thought they did away with all that bullshit. I don't know, man. They started losing me a long time ago, and they pretty much permanently lost me now. And there's no way I'm coming back to the X-Men as long as fucking Gail Simone's writing it. That bitch does not know the X-Men. I'm sorry. She doesn't know shit.
You know what was actually hopeful is that who was it? I forget what I was watching, but somebody's producing. Oh, somebody's apparently going to be doing something with the X-Men. has apparently been getting really influenced by the Claremont run.
Oh,
And
really?
that's a quote from them directly.
Who would
Yeah.
this individual be? Do we know?
I forget. I would have to look it up, but my device is being used right now.
You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get my hopes up, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. They'll disappoint me again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stay with the current crop of indie comic books that I'm starting to know and love. Just can't handle any more heartbreak.
Oh, boo-hoo.
You don't understand, Mom. I grew up on that stuff. You ruined it for me. It's like some of the stuff that they do, they act like they don't even know their own damn characters. Like, for example, back to Spider-Man. Mary Jane bonding with the Venom symbiote. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? She clearly, the writing team clearly illustrated back in the McFarlane days that she was terrified of this thing. She hated it. She was scared to death of it. She hated, even when Peter would get the black costume back out on occasion, she couldn't fucking stand it. And they always made a thing about that. So the fact that she would even allow herself to become whatever, dude.
Yeah, that's why he returned to the red and blue, right?
Yeah. It's one of the reasons. Yeah, breaking her heart, man. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, what do you know, Don? What do you know? You're just a YouTuber.
No.
You're just a YouTuber.
I'm not even a YouTuber, dude. I just don't want to be. So, Michael.
Yeah.
We got any news about Arachnus on the horizon here or anything you want to share?
I mean, I wish I did have something more different, but no, I'm still working on putting together the omnibus and working out these pages that also posted everything on Dropbox. So I gotta figure out how to get you a connection to that Dropbox so you have access. But I just want to make sure that each page is cleaned up and ready for print.
Okay.
But everything's there, and it's 140 pages of sequential art, and then there's like another 20 pages of pinups and extra art. Like I redid each of the covers from the original books, so I'm gonna put those covers inside. Next to the new, next to the old covers, but I'm gonna have these original covers, or I don't know, redesigned, I guess, covers. I think they're looking pretty good. I painted the first one with acrylics and airbrush, and I'm gonna show all of this ASAP. I also been generating like video content that I just been adding music to it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and lately I've been, working on like this new design or a new page of Arachnus. This is on 11 by 17.
Make you big.
Oh, I'm working on it. It's just a sketch so far, but I did it off of this drawing on regular paper, and I'm light boxing it through this light box. Hold on, what's that? I was working on it the other night on Omer's show. You can see it. But yeah, it's just I'm gonna have them inside of a kind of a nest, and then there's all these um, skulls or bodies that have been, you know, like absorbed, I guess, dried up, and then I'm gonna put the title over the top.
Nicely done, dude.
I
So
think
this
it'll
is
be cool.
the new design, huh?
Huh?
This is going to be the new design where he's more
Um,
organic.
yeah, yeah. He's more evolved, I guess, in this design because I got the eyes on the skull cap, and he's still like he looks cybernetic, but it's all organic.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a sketch. This is a great pencil, and and this will be ready for inks. And I'm not sure who's going to ink it yet. I know John Apple wants to ink it for sure, and
Give him a
uh,
shot, coach. Give him a shot.
yeah, yeah. So I just want to make sure that that it's going to be clean, and so there's no having to guesstimate as far as the inking goes.
Oh yeah. Well, if you need anything cleaned up, man, I can do that if you don't know how. It's not a problem.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. I just want to figure out price range for each page, and like I said, it's 140 pages, so it's quite a could add up to a nifty sum of money just to like it's not even. I'm not sure what color rates are, but I'm figuring it's about around the same price to do all of the digital work that needs to be done as far as paginating it. But
Mhm.
but at any rate, but yeah, I'm gonna get with you on that anytime after the show or during the week. I just got to figure out how to get you that Dropbox information,
Um,
and because I'm looking to get it done as quick as possible, I might require like like separating, like giving each individual a whole book to do themselves instead of doing all 5 books. That way we can get it done quick because one guy doing it might take months.
sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. So
Omer's pretty good at pre-press too.
yeah, I talked to him about it too, and you guys are the only ones so far that I've talked to who's willing to do it. Like I said, and I know that you guys are offering to do it on the back end. I just which I'm fine with that idea too. I just want to establish what we're talking about financially, front end or back end, and what we can do to make it happen, kind of thing.
Sounds like a plan. I only require your soul, and I don't know, maybe at least 7 kids named after me in the future.
Yeah. Well, at this rate, I can actually take your image and make you a character in the comic book. I can have you killed by arachnids
Oh, well, okay. I'm not gonna mess with you no more, man.
or possessed by one of those demons. Hmm. But these are just ideas that I got. Things that I know can happen.
That's cool, man. So, Omer, what's this about you not feeling good, man? Would you go and catch the flu?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I got a little head cold or something. That's what I get
Oh
for making fun
no.
of you. That's what I get for making fun of you.
Yeah.
See, don't mess up, man.
How's the weather over there in Texas? Is it getting hot?
It's we're getting a lot of April showers. It's
Yeah.
warm and cool and hot and cool and it just keeps
Well,
shifting
there
every
goes
day.
for your unhealth or feeling unhealthy right now.
Dude, it's gonna be in the freaking 90s by the middle of next week here.
Mm-hmm. I know. I've already
And
been to
these
the
ducks.
swimming pool. I've been swimming and enjoying this weather here.
Hey, did you end up getting sunburn after all, Mike?
Yeah, which is
You did.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called getting
I
old,
got
Mike. Our skin isn't as good as it used to be.
well, except that my grandkids got sunburn, and so do my daughter, and they're young. I mean, they're in their
Yeah.
30s, but yeah, younger than me, and they got burnt worse than I did, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because uh, when I feel the sun burning me, I move or cover myself.
Really?
Where they just continue playing and ignore it.
Stupid
Hmm.
son. We'll teach you.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm talking about them, my kids.
So,
But yeah, but just like it's one of those other weird things on TikTok that I saw, and it was this lady who used a welding mask, and she was recording the sun. I don't know why she was out in the desert, but in the welding mask, the sun uh, through the welding mask, the sun was flaring like like pulsating, right?
uh-huh.
And then when
Hmm.
she took the mask away and just filmed the sun, it wasn't doing anything. It was just acting normal. But under the dark lens of a welding mask, it was pulsating. It was weird. It's like, why in the fuck would it be doing that? And has it always done that?
Interesting.
And and there's other questions like, how does that radiation travel 93 million miles through the vacuum of space, where it's freezing cold, but yet, you know, um, it's able to, its tiny little molecules are able not just fry my entire body instantly, but like patches of my body, like so. And the reason they actually said it is because they're surmising that our sun is a local sun. It's like, why do the sun rays come through a small portion of the sky
Excuse me.
when it should just cover the entire side of the planet,
Hmm.
the same way. But we get sun rays through small portions of the sky as if the sun were close by, like a local sun, which is weird, right?
Well, it's definitely not long distance.
Oh, well, 93 million miles is a long distance. Supposed to be, at least.
Nah, it's a drop in the bucket when you talk about space, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. Absolutely. That is absolutely true.
Just the amount of space, the distances involved are just freaking brutal, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's kind of hard to believe that there are aliens out there visiting us, not really making anything of it. Why would you go all this way just to zip by and not really hang out or anything like that, and then just keep doing it?
Well, I know the reason why. It's not really an all this way matter for them. It's more like, because I believe, personally, I believe in a multidimensional reality. I
Oh,
think it's count. I think it's infinite. Dimensional realities, and we're parallel to each other through time and space. And there's a technology that they have that I believe exists, and I think it has something to do with quantum wave particles, like entanglement or whatever quantum physics has to explain. I think it's through that there are ways to get around in this world, like instantaneous, from one side of the universe to the other instantly.
damn.
Um, we just don't know. We just don't have. We apparently, maybe, as far as I know, we don't have that technology.
I don't have it.
But I
Walmart
don't
don't.
shit.
Walmart don't have it.
I want it. Can I get some?
Yeah.
I need a food replicator too while I'm at it.
Well, I
Making
kind
all the
of
chimichangas.
we just don't realize it. Like, we don't know that how capable we are as conscious beings to perceive your reality, and your reality, your belief system, is your reality. What you believe is your reality, and
So I
I keep
really am.
telling myself I'm a millionaire, but it doesn't make
Yeah,
it true,
right.
Mike.
well,
Doesn't make
maybe
it
not.
true.
Maybe not in this dimension, but in another, you might actually be.
I'm the greatest comic book artist ever known.
You could be.
I'm the greatest technician that's ever lived.
Exactly.
I'm
All of those
God.
things are
God.
they all fall in a realm of possibility, right? It's like somewhere. And I mean that with everything, like Santa Claus, vampires, elves in the universe. All of like my character Arachnus, Spider-Man, all of these characters, and we've actually had modern day pulp stories that actually talk about how these characters fall out of another realm of reality into a particular realm of reality, like Spider-Man into the universe, kind of, or you know what I mean? It's like all of these comic book characters suddenly exist, including Porky or Spider Ham. You know,
That's
Spider
better.
Ham,
Yeah.
Spider Ham.
and the story, these other artists are talking about it. These writers, they're talking about exactly what I'm talking about in the realm of the universe and consciousness and whatever you perceive, and you know, like like for instance, people. I've seen the debates on people trying to determine whether or not we have free will or not. Right? Like if the universe is actually a computer code, and we're all living inside of a
Matrix.
machine or the matrix and all of that, right? And and so there's all this talk about all of that, right? And then I've seen them defy the fact that they think that we have free will because everything's predetermined, all this weird nonsense stuff that they talk about predetermination or not having free will, that God knows everything right away, so that means everything's planned and whatever you decide to, all of this craziness.
Right.
Well, that seems to coincide with the very idea of a multidimensional reality, where every single choice that we make creates this new universe that we exist in, where we went about manifesting that choice, where we make a choice and we go in that direction, right? Because
Mhm.
I learned in this reality, I know for a fact that every single, like, it makes sense that every choice I've ever made in my entire existence has led me right here to talking with you guys tonight on this podcast.
Damn
Each
right,
one
dude.
of us.
We're glad to have you too, man.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be here. But the point is that our choices led us to where we go, and I've learned that every single choice we make, whether they're good choices or bad choices, have consequences, and that's period, bar none. You make a choice and something happens, uh, or nothing happens, but that's still something happening. And making a choice or not making a choice is still making a choice. It's just, it's like these other weird laws of the universe that we discover, and they're just solid. You can't change them, can't undo them. There's nothing you can, you know, go around them or whatever. Solid laws, and there are not a lot of them in this universe, but there are quite a few, and they're solid, right? Like the law of dynamics and so on and so forth, and
Mhm.
entropy and all of these other concepts, these things that we have a word that describes. And that's really, it gets me, that's one of the things that gets me about creation and the universe and the Bible, and how the Bible describes creation specifically and so accurately in the book of Genesis, the way it describes uh, the very first, in English, of course. I'm talking about the English language, but it describes the universe as, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And in secular scientific theology, we understand that the Big Bang started sometime in the beginning, and in that event, that singular event, time, space, and matter came into being. That's how scientists describe the Big Bang as an event that happened where time, space, and matter came into existence, right?
Mhm.
And that's what the Bible describes when, in that first sentence about God creating in the beginning. In the beginning is represents time. So in the beginning of time, God created the heavens and the earth. And the heavens is described, like we understand the heavens as being space, right? Space is the heavens is space. And the earth is matter. So right there in that very first phrase, time, space, and matter is spoken in, spoken of as being in the beginning, that God created it. Time, space, and matter. And it goes even so far to tell you that matter at the beginning of the universe it was dark matter, because God is looking at the matter, right? God has eyes to see, like we do as human beings, that he created in his likeness, to be able to see. And he sees that the earth is dark and void and formless. That's dark matter he's describing right there. And then he speaks. And he says something like, allow light to come into this darkness, right? Let there be light. And let means allow in some, in a different way of looking at it. So here's light now, and he speaks it into existence. Let there be light. And then I can almost imagine how every single dark matter particle that maybe was in the range of his voice suddenly begins to vibrate from the sound frequency that comes from the sound of his voice, right? So sound is the beginning of creation, and vibration is the beginning of vibration. And vibration is what this universe is, a vibrating universe.
Bless.
And that all light that exists in the universe, right, is vibration. And vibration
Sorry,
describes
guys,
everything.
for the sneezing.
And here we are, human beings, and guess what? God created us to comprehend, to know, to to
I'm,
experience light.
I'm trying to
You know,
continue to vibrate, Michael, all over a woman's body on a daily basis, sir.
well, good luck
Inappropriate.
if you can do it. Have fun and have at it.
As long as you
Yeah,
do it safely and legally, you'll be all right.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get creepy.
yeah.
Don't get demonic.
Right. No, I do it out of love, baby. Pure love.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like Barry White,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a big difference between love and lust.
Yeah.
That's what you tell me.
I'm a lover. I'm a lover.
Hmm.
I'm a lover, not a vibrator.
Well, I'm moving particles, Don. So
I'm a little bit of both.
I'm a little inside Monica on my side. A little bit of Rita.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
How does that song go? Oh man.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Mm,
Hmm.
just trying to be
Little bit of
silly.
that bitch on my mind. Oh my goodness. Where the hell's Marcus at?
He's at that con. He's at South Carolina Comic Con, I think. Something like that.
Oh, that's right. I would know this if I actually went to cons.
Much less
You
being
got-
his friend, There's
We
always
got
that.
Sab Comics in the chat. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Everybody saying hello to
doing?
Sab.
Sab, what's up, Sab?
And Omen says, you're absolutely right, Michael. On all things considered. 100% right.
Well, I
Michael,
appreciate it.
as your PR agent, when you're selling your Arachnus comics in the future, refrain from any of these ideas. Please don't bring them up ever. If you
Save
want to
them for
sell
your
the comic.
Instagram reel.
Too late. That's what the whole book is about.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
And of course, I'm just joking, Mike. I'm joking.
Omen says, here's the thing. We do have the technology to do all this and more, but only a select few, a.k.a. the elites above the elites, have access to it. And much of it is kept vaulted.
Yeah. Well, you might
You
absolutely
got to
be
drink
right.
that baby blood.
Yeah.
Art says Don drawing Frank biting on the sharp edge because that's how he rolls. You're goddamn right. Frank's not scared of a little blood. Jay Ryan says that he'll smoke while you're smoking.
Yeah.
Just tap a vein, baby.
Oh, we're shrooming. We're not smoking,
Oh.
right, Mike? We're shrooming.
Owen says he has to say from personal experience of various things. What he's saying does make some sense, at least.
Yeah. Well, weed is for contemplating.
He wants to be that.
Shroom is for exploration. Shrooming is for exploring or gathering information, where marijuana sort of helps you contemplate that information.
I knew this was an enhanced conversation. I knew it.
Oh, man.
We're expanding our third eye here.
Damn right. Your sneeze earlier. Omen says, bless you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was trying to mute before I let it out.
It's
But
fine, dude. Carrie says, wow, Michael, what a beautiful and detailed way of explaining the scientific relation to the Bible. Fascinating stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like it's fascinating. I'll listen to podcasts and people talking about this stuff all day long. It's pretty interesting.
it's pretty dope.
Carrie says, hi to Omen. Omen says, okay, how about I up the ante on things to explain, Michael? I don't know what he means by that. I guess he has new subject matter.
Yeah, well, I'm always down for listening to people's ideas on things.
Dex says hi to Carrie Louise. Derek the Dukester in the chat. What's up, buddy? Hail, everybody. Carrie says hi to Duck. She says hi to Derek. Derek says hi to Gary. Derek says hi to Duck Bacon. And Michael Ferrero, also known as Gnarly Manga, has entered the chat. Hail, you talented freaks on the show and in the chat. And Duck says hi to Derek back. So guess what? Ding dong, we're all caught up. Woohoo!
Ding dong. Ding dong. Ding dong.
Let's just go around the block here and see what everybody's up to. This is Michael. Oh wow, dude, you're doing that's Bernthal.
Yeah, I'm trying to get his likeness.
You got it.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do like this. He looks a little small in his frame, but I want to make him look like Punisher's, like gigantic dude. Puff him out.
Nicely done, sir.
Thank you.
Now this one, I definitely want to see when it's done.
Bulk him up.
Mr. Bacon.
That's all I got.
He's giving us that downward glance like you're screwed now, buddy.
Mhm.
Man, that looks badass.
Not only do I spit on your grave, but I'm going to shoot at you down there too.
Mhm.
Nice. Classic Frank pose. Mr. Omer, I got to say, that's coming along nicely, dude.
Not too bad.
Sorry. Yeah.
How many
cool.
how many other characters you going to add in there?
2 more. I got Hulk and Deadpool.
No females? You're not going to put
No,
any
this is a cock fest. Yeah, I mean, Deadpool says, "Oh boy, shiny," and he's staring right at his dick.
Okay. All right. I guess for once we'll let you have this sausage party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody cares what women think.
You're not feeling good, so I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
It's no excuse.
And my whole idea here, I was telling Mom when I decided we were gonna draw Punisher tonight. I wanted to have him like with the skull splattered in blood on his chest. Like he's not wearing the outfit; he's splattered in blood. So I'm just kind of.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
I didn't realize that I had the knife backwards. I'm gonna have to change that because I don't need to cut this mouth off.
He's that hardcore.
Yeah. You gotta do a little bit more research on
He
my
picks his teeth with that Bowie knife.
yeah. But anyway, that's what we're at.
Yeah, that's his toothpick, right? He don't need toothpicks. He's just got a Bowie knife. That's just too thick.
Appreciate
Like
everybody
the
watching. If you could
shaving scene in Crocodile Dundee.
hit the like, share the stream,
Leave a comment.
leave a comment. And don't forget, we got a Ko-fi. You could donate to that as well. And we also have merch at a Redbubble store. We got shirts and mugs and towels and clocks and all kind of good stuff. The link is in the comments below. So if you guys want to check that out, go right ahead. Wear some cool swag. Become part of our
see all
brand.
of Don, if you really want to see all of Don, go to my Chatterbait website over on Hentai Honey Buns 2. And
I thought
we
they
got
were shutting that down, man.
we got Don Feed Pigs. We got, what do you need? What do you need? We got it all.
I thought they were shutting that down on account of, the war effort.
Yeah.
I want to piss off the Iranians any more than they already are.
We're trying to bring Chatterbait to the Iranians. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm going to
Freedom.
do a search and see what this particular brand of machine gun looks like. The M60. Might be,
Excuse me.
might be too big for old Frank to lug around on his shoulder. I don't know.
It's a 23-pound weapon. He can handle it.
Put on the,
But Don, weren't you in the military?
You'll be
Didn't
all
you see an
right.
M60? Yeah, but I didn't exactly study the damn thing.
Yeah. Well, I carried it around. That thing I was tied to it at one point.
Now that's different than a saw, right? It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's different. A saw it shoots the same round, a 7.62, but it's a little lighter, so it's even, so it's I don't know, it's still a belt fed.
They're both belt fed, right? But one has a
Yeah.
box or can carry
Yeah,
a
it's
box.
just I guess it was easier to carry around. I didn't use a saw, but
Yeah, I
I've
think the
seen
saw has a heavier barrel. That's why it weighs more. It's got a bigger flop thing mechanism on the top when you load the belt. Where the M60 is I think it's not as complicated to load it. I don't know, some shit. Can't remember.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. The only thing that made the weapon difficult to use was lugging it around, because you have to carry all the ammunition with you, and they come in these boxes, and those fuckers were heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then and it's one thing to carry them around with you, but you had to run across the desert with them on your shoulder, under your arms, and your weapon on top of that, which is just fucking brutal. And so it was very short spurts that you can do. But God, man, desert training was, because running in the sand with those things, just brutal. It sucked a lot. But I loved it. Once you got it set up and you got to let it go, man, I had such a blast. I let it rip. I was like, bah, 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 bah.
They let us screw with a few rounds in 3-second bursts in boot camp. That was fun, man. That was some fun shit.
Dang.
And I was one of the lucky ones. I got to do it twice, so that was fun.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's always a blast. Surprisingly enough, I don't know if it was because I was in the airborne unit at Fort Bragg, but we were trained in I got to fire a 50 cal. I got to fire a Vulcan machine gun.
Oh,
right
shit.
off the tank. Yeah.
Nice.
And then we got qualified using shotgun, and it was only a 12 gauge. And then I got qualified in using a 38 pistol, which was like the original military police issued firearm. So I had to qualify for that, and the 9mm and the 45, right? The old 45. We had to qualify for those with those two, and I loved the way the 45 felt. It hurt when you fired it, but it just felt like you were. Yeah,
but they show you the proper way to fire it. As long as you don't try to be thug about it, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah,
I had to do
it's just most of the time, when you qualify for that, you go through this tiny little walk around thing that these targets pop up close to you.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I had to qualify on the 45 twice, once in the Army and once in the Navy. In the Army, I was at a field range, and in the Navy, I was in a actual enclosed gun range.
Oh,
Was
Yeah,
that the Beretta you guys were using? The Beretta 92, or was it the?
yeah, it was a Taurus Beretta. I don't know if it was a
Yeah.
92 or not, but it was
Yeah, it was
9
based on the
millimeter
Beretta.
Beretta by Taurus.
Yeah, and then they moved over to the SIG P 360, I think 320, 360. I can't remember.
I don't know the serial.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just
Nah,
know.
it's the model. It's the
Yeah.
model of the gun.
Yeah, I was back in the old days. Back in that, I got out in '93, so
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
can't remember when they moved over to the SIG.
I had to qualify on those two weapons. Well, two different services.
I mean, I wasn't in the service.
And I had to qualify
Just real
for
quick.
with the AR-15, which is the M16, basically.
Yeah.
Had to do bayonet training.
Yeah,
Had to qualify on the grenades, which I got expert on, which surprised the shit out of me because I had a cold at the time.
Mhm.
I'm all running through the course, just lobbing this shit overhead, like I'm trying to do a free throw from the fucking 3-point line.
Yeah.
And I would have got I got marksman on my M16 quals. I would have got expert too
Nice.
if I hadn't over oiled the goddamn chamber and shit spit back in my eyeball. That was not fun.
Yeah.
That was some intense shit though, man. But it was a pretty easy course because it was just like the pop-ups down the range and shit.
Right.
It wasn't that bad.
Where'd you go to training at?
I did I did Navy boot in San Diego, and I did Army boot in Fort Jackson, which is in South Carolina.
Right.
And then for my A school, I went to Fort Gordon, Georgia, for the Signal Corps.
Cool.
We sent Mom?
I just like Fort Gordon.
Yeah, Fort Gordon. Well, that's where Dad went too,
I know.
but he went to boot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was before my time.
Yeah, for my time too.
Mm.
It was pretty fun. Like going to Gordon was a lot better because at the time I was prior service, and I didn't have to wait to have Liberty or nothing like that. Even though I was going to school there, there was I think there was like a 2-week wait. They make you wait or some shit like that back in the day. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. But yeah, you had to pass your PT test at first or some shit like that.
Mm.
And it was me and 2 other dudes. We were prior service. I could just go on out to Atlanta and do whatever I wanted. It was pretty cool.
My dad screwed up and taught me how to shoot.
Yeah, you end up being a better shot than Dad was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your old man was in the service too, Don?
Yeah, he was in the Army. Where was he? Where was he stationed at, Mom?
Fort Gordon.
Oh, he was stationed at Fort Gordon. That's right. He got hardship discharge because Granny was. Yeah, his dad and Grandma was all by herself. I know he told me he wanted to go to Nam. They wouldn't let him, but that's not why they discharged him.
Mhm. Yeah, my dad's retired Air Force. We moved around
nice.
our whole life.
My uncle Jerry, he was in the Air Force.
My dad was in the Navy.
Yeah, Pop was in the Navy.
My Uncle Paul was in the Marines.
Now Pop was a cook, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Do you remember what ship he was on, or was he?
I don't know. That was long before my time.
Oh, I thought you knew all that stuff.
No.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. And my cousin Walter, he is a senior chief.
Senior Chief Master Sergeant?
No, he's in Navy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what my dad was.
Remember, I think he's on shore now. I think he's teaching.
Yeah.
He's a aircraft tech.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, almost all the men in my family, pretty much early days anyway, been either a cop, a firefighter, or in the service.
My father was
You
in the
know,
and a cop and a firefighter.
Yeah, and I know my
my
grandfather.
grandfather on my mom's side was a tail gunner for the B-29.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That was cool. Yeah, he's from my Mexican side of my family, but his name was Jesse James
Oh
Gonzalez.
shit, dude, that's nice.
Gonzalez. Jesse James Gonzalez. Well, you had somebody named Jesse James in your family too?
Uh, my dad's name is James Edgar.
Uh, I don't know.
No
I don't know
Jesse's.
why he got Jesse James.
That's all good.
Yeah, his mom was well, I don't know. I've never met her. My grandmother, but I was told that she might be Cherokee. Cher- Cherokee.
Cherokee fever.
Mm, But um, yeah, and I joined the army because I thought I would for sure fail the Air Force. If I ever joined the Air Force, I was going to fail because I always felt like, from what I gather, it wasn't physical enough for me. It was too mental,
Yeah,
and I was bound to fall asleep during class.
damn. I shouldn't laugh, but that is kind of funny. I wanted
Okay.
to go in the Air Force, dude, but I was under the impression that if you're not a pilot, you ain't shit in the Air Force. So
Well, I agree. And when I was young, I was gonna my dream. I mean, I knew I was gonna be an artist my whole life. That was never a doubt. Like I remember people asking me when I was a little kid, like, "What are you gonna do when you grow up?" And I would just simply tell them, "I'm gonna be an artist," and it felt natural. But when I got into like grade school or whatever, I wanted. I knew at one point because I love the air shows and being on an Air Force base most of my life. So I got and so I grew up like being a big fan of the World War II era fighter planes,
oh hell yeah, dude.
like the Corsairs, and Mustangs and shit, and the Spitfires. Anyway, I love those. I love that transgression of how the plane evolved throughout, and basically in my dad's lifetime, the whole evolution of airplanes went from one extreme to the other instantly. We had so the F-15 Eagles that the Air Force had. I wanted to be one of those pilots. I wanted to be. They called them Eagle drivers, and I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's me." So I was planning on doing it, but again, growing up in Puerto Rico, I think because my dad got stationed there, and we lived on on Army base while we were there, and he would commute to a Air National Guard base and was working, you know, there. But yeah, those 4 years I was in Puerto Rico was best time ever. And this was like right in the middle of the 1980s, right? I think it was 1980, yeah, 1980 through 85.
Mhm.
Those were like the best times to be in Puerto Rico and to grow up in that era was a lot of fun. But and I was real physical. I was out in the jungle all the time, and plus my best friend, his dream was to become special forces, right?
Uh-huh.
I guess some of that leaked off on me because he made it sound so great. I was like, hell yeah, I'd like to do that. At the very least, I had to do something more physical, and I thought, back then I thought, I'm going to be an artist for the rest of my life. But I thought that would be just sitting behind a desk and not seeing the world or anything, right?
Hmm.
So I wanted to do something different. And I remember telling myself, I'll just 4 years of my life, I'll just do something completely different, have a completely different experience. And then when I'm done, I'll come back to art and do that. And that's really the only thing in my life that I actually did do that I said I was going to do. It was like the one thing I said I was going to do. And that's, and that's the one thing I did do. And yeah, and it was a great experience. Those 4 years I was in, it was completely nothing like that ever again. And that was during the, like the Gulf War, Hurricane Hugo, Just Cause in Panama. It was, it was a lot going on
You were in
between
Panama?
'89 and '93. Huh?
You were in Panama?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, dude.
Well, not for very long, only a couple of months. I had to go back on a hardship because at the time I had a Down syndrome son, and
Oh,
he was going through some medical issues.
yeah.
So they let me come home early, but yeah, the same with I was in San Croix, Virgin Islands for Hurricane Hugo when that came in and tore that island to pieces. And it was a Category 5 hurricane,
Damn.
and it was traumatic, and there was a lot. There was no law enforcement on the island whatsoever, so
What?
we were called.
Damn.
Yeah, even the local National Guard were involved in the looting of that island.
Shit.
So yeah, and it was a strange experience. A lot of craziness, especially evacuating a hospital that was there that was collapsing in on itself from the top floors. All the rain had just accumulated on each of the floors, and it was collapsing in each floor from the weight of the water
Damn.
that was accumulating because it poured down even after the hurricane came through. It was still really bad. So many things I could tell you about that experience that was just fucking crazy. But you know, and for the gist of it, it was a lot of it interesting experiences. And then uh, right after that one, or sometime throughout it all, I have my first daughter is
Mhm.
born. Because my son was my stepson. I married his mother when he turned a year old. But then I had a daughter, and then right after I had her, we got deployed to um, uh, Desert Shield and Desert Storm,
Oh yeah.
and
Typical.
then when I came back from that at Port Bragg, I never get stationed out of Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg was the only duty station I experienced the whole 4 years. And when I got back from Saudi Arabia after all of that, I ended up being the
Hang on, Mom.
assistant desk sergeant at the MP station, and I did that for the remainder of my stay in the military. And then I got out, and I went right into. Well, my brother and I opened up a airbrush business in Fayetteville, and inside of a comic book store in this plaza next to a dollar theater at the time. This was like 93, 94. And that was a lot of fun. I had a airbrush business called Hired Guns Custom Airbrush Shop, and it was inside of this comic book store. And that's where I basically created Arachnus, was in that store. Or during that time. I mean, I drew them out like years ago when I was in high school, but it was an airbrush painting I did that sort of solidified his look, and and then basically everybody liked it so much they were like, "Wow, that's a really cool character. I'd like to see that." And so that's when Mario and I went into like, "Oh, let's see what we can do with it," and started creating the story out of it. But always on the back burner. It was always on the side. It was never something. It was something we were going to do if we became comic book artists. We would eventually do our own thing, but we were always trying to get work at that time, working for somebody to get into the industry. And then I kind of explained how that went after several years of trial and effort. Um, I finally, get accepted by Top Cow, um, but at the time, because they wouldn't take my brother with me, I wasn't. And you know, And I think because of that, we ended up doing Arachnus. Only because of that, we did Arachnus.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and Arachnus was a lot of fun, of course. But then I walked away from it back in '97. I just walked away, and just life kept me away all these years, because after my first daughter was born when I was in the Army, I had two more after her. And so I had three daughters when I got out of the Army, and a stepson. And then years after that, uh, my wife and I, broke up and all of that. And I ended up with custody of my three daughters. I couldn't get custody of my stepson because I never adopted him. And so he wasn't able to come with me. But I ended up with custody of my three daughters. And this was like maybe a year or two after Arachnus ended. And so, that sort of just solidified that I had to, that I did what I could to just take care of my kids, which led me back into airbrushing. And then, I was making good money airbrushing, enough to support my family and take care of my kids during their times. And now they're all grown up and they're all good. They're all strong, loving, beautiful women who's got their own families and doing their own thing. And, uh, they're taking care of me now instead of me taking care of them. So it's given me an opportunity to get back to doing what I do consider one of my biggest loves, and that was creating comics or doing this kind of art sequentially. And so it's been a bit of a struggle to reantiquate myself in this beautiful business and the field. And there's a lot's changed. It's nothing like it was back in the '90s, but I'm learning a lot, and I have learned a lot. And now I am getting really close to launching um, the old into the new, along with a bunch of new stuff that I got
That's cool.
along the way, and including a completely new story that I want to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I meet a lot of artists along the way, and you guys are people that I'm hoping to work with, and have opportunity to make some money with.
That's what's up. You had me at money.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah. I'm going to be on an interview show with a guy named Joshua Tyson.
Joshua Tyson.
Yeah, he's got a show. We're working it out now. I don't really know what the show's called, but I want to start setting up more conversations about Arachnus once I get this campaign going. During the time of the campaign, I want to, like the Kickstarter campaign, I want to promote while it's going, so that way it can get as many people aware of it being there as possible. And I'm looking forward to like just showing the new stuff, the stuff I've been working on for the last 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. It's a lot different from what I did, but I like to think it's more improved or better than what I did. But I have a new perspective on the work. At first I did dog it and down it and like, oh, that was a bunch of crap. But I don't know. You guys helped me appreciate what I did do and seeing it in another perspective, not just my own, but
There you
kind of
go.
looking at it like the way somebody else may look at it. And especially being a product of the '90s, I think Arachnus sort of personifies that '90s look. Like, if
Yeah.
anything, it's like one of those. It is '90s. I mean, I was completely lost in that era. I was so influenced by those guys that were, in Image and what they were doing. Now it's just like, well, that's the standard of comic. Yeah, we got to do it like they do it. You know, I
It's
didn't know.
hard not to come from that era of comics and not be inspired and influenced by those guys.
Yeah,
Anything that was being done back then.
Yeah.
So many chances were being taken. There were new things happening. Yeah, it wasn't all golden, but I mean, it was
Yeah, it was
definitely exciting.
yeah, all those books that I thought were great, you read them now and you're like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah,
You know?
it's true.
Oh, yeah, that's not that much different than what I'm doing with my own books. Like, what?
It's like I don't remember it being that bad.
Yeah. But
Like,
it is what it is, and I'm glad for it. And, you know, in spite of all the crap that did come out of the 90s, there was a few gems that just came out that, you know, only would have happened because it was that era, you know, to make it happen. And most of it definitely, when they say that Frank Frazetta was the influencer of an entire generation, that's no joke. And I mean, that feels like the truth to me because I'm one of those people that looked at his work and like, oh shit, you know, can I do that? Or can I do something like that? Or can I be as creative as that? I don't know. He inspired me a lot. Totally.
And the
Not
answer
just
was
him,
no.
but
You
most.
can't do it, Michael. You can't. You couldn't do it then. You still can't do it now.
wow.
It's Frank Frazetta. Just kidding.
Mm.
Just kidding.
Good Lord, man.
I'm
Well,
kidding, Michael.
I
I'm
made
just
my
trying to keep you
attempts.
humble, sir. Just trying to keep you humble.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm humbled. I don't.
No, you are. You are definitely, most definitely. I gotta
Yeah,
commend
whenever
Duck. He's got a new setup. Nice setup, Duck.
it's like, man, Mike, you're flexing. You're an asshole. You shouldn't be flexing your shit. How dare you?
I think you've earned the right to flex, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you know, I'm like that. I'm like the scrawny guy on heavy metal that only gets big when he gets mad, but
that
normally he's just.
was a
I
great part of the metal.
I don't think you ever really flex, man. You're pretty
Yeah,
humble about the whole
you're
thing.
pretty humble.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, yeah, it's an effort not to, you know, like not to be arrogant. I think.
I made Arachnus, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, what do you what do you think when you do that, or what are you thinking when you draw like that? I mean, how does it? What's wrong with you? You know, what kind of issues you got? I'm just kidding. It's something like that. I just, you know, like I try to keep my daughters have interest in drawing, like I did, but as a kid, I got bored quickly, and I would rather watch TV than draw. You know, and now, like my granddaughter, for instance, is very talented, but she doesn't draw that much because she's not interested in doing it. You know, I'm like, and that's how my other daughters were. They're in their 30s now. If they would have stuck to their interest, they would have been better at it than I am, right? Because they had that talent. Like they were way more talented at that age. When I was that age, I wasn't near that talented.
Right.
So I expect them to, like, you know, be like the prowess in their artwork would just be good enough to qualify them to, you know, work professionally or whatever. But nope, not at all. They just let it go. And when I talk about it, and you know, and it's weird because my own dad, who was, you know, he thought he was going to be an artist his whole life, suddenly just stopped doing it. And so I can understand it for some reason how people can just stop and not do it at all.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
sometimes life gets in the way.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine it anymore. If I stop, I'm gonna die. That's the way it works for me. I draw so I can stay alive. If I don't, not draw, but create, like be creative or.
Not me, man. I dance so I can stay alive, baby.
Oh yeah, I wish my body would let me
I'm
dance.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You can tell by the way he walks and talks.
Yeah. You see all my dance videos on.
I'm a ladies' man.
It's on my other YouTube channel, Don Dances stuff.
Mm.
Is that where you
Amazing
get
what
your
you can do with
hibbity jibbity on?
Yeah, man.
He gets his hibbity jibbity on over there.
All right, let's check back in with the chat. Omen says kind of like war paint on. Yeah, talking about the blood on Frank. Yeah, something like that. Arthur Roy says neck duck, give him a neck.
Thought I did.
Yeah.
Well, looks like he's got a neck.
Okay. It's kind of like a upward shot. I don't
It's
know
a
if
moody neck, but it's a neck.
Oh, cool.
His neck is
I don't
pissed
know
off.
if I'm sticking my neck out trying to do this neck.
Anybody got a favorite version of Frank Castle that anybody's drawn in the past?
Anything except for that shit that they were trying to do when he was leading the hand, or the one where he came back from the dead under the original Marvel Knights and he was like a ghost or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I think it's really
When,
hard to choose between like Mike Zeck, Jim Lee, Klaus Janson,
Oh, dude, Zach.
Will Spertasio. It's like,
Yeah, him too. But
that's too hard to choose.
That classic Zach cover where he's got his back up against the wall, just firing away. That's
Yeah.
damn it, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get too much better than that.
Mm.
That might be the most iconic Punisher cover.
Yeah.
Did Frazetta ever draw Punisher?
Frazetta? I don't think he didn't really screw with superheroes, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. He drew. I don't know. I don't think he did. But I'll tell you, one artist that I like. I don't know if he did any interior work, but he did a lot of the cover work for Punisher. Was Tim Bradstreet.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
his
yeah.
covers were badass.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, we were just talking about how Punisher was that called Warzone, the movie?
I think it was called Warzone. I think I said
Okay,
War
yeah.
Journal.
Yeah.
I meant Warzone.
Yeah. But it was straight up inspired by Brad Street.
No, yeah.
I remember getting influenced by Brad Street off of that stuff that he was doing for the role-playing game.
I tell you, it's
Remember-
weird. I've never been a big Frank Whiteley fan,
Hmm.
but I think not Whiteley. Who the hell am I thinking of? Come on,
Derek Robertson?
No, the one that always used to work with Garth Ennis. He did a great Punisher run.
Derek Robertson.
No, the other guy.
What's his name?
He's English. He draws like he did like the Manucci storyline. Jesus, fuck! I can't remember this guy's name.
Dang.
Got old man brain. Hang on.
It's Derek Robertson.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was Derek Robertson.
He worked. Yeah, that's one of them, but he's not the one I'm thinking of. Punisher artist. I'm gonna feel fucking stupid when I see this. I'm gonna be like, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Glenn Fabry?
That's
with the
him.
covers?
God damn it. Yes, Glenn Fabry. His
Yeah.
work on Punisher is perfect.
Well,
think
he did most of
him-
the covers.
Well, yeah, but he did a lot of that Manucci storyline too. I think him and Romita Jr. are really good Punisher artists.
Yeah, Romita Jr. was really good during Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that one guy. He did like 2 issues. Trotsky, Trans. I can't remember his name, but I don't have those copies. But everybody always talks about him. He just did those 2 or 3 issues, and never came back to comics.
What's his name?
God, Trotsky, something TR.
Trotsky? That name sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody like even like Jay Lee looked up to that guy.
What's up?
He's one of the few guys who like
Oh,
made Frank Castle like really big.
Mm.
Punisher.
Yeah, that's the way I like to see Frank Castle is, like
Beefed
I don't
up.
know, like big, like the way they would draw Cable or somebody that just had,
Well, I mean, it makes practical sense for what he does.
yeah. Yeah. Like the way they did Reacher for instead of Tom Cruise, this other guy makes a better Reacher.
Dude, Tom Cruise was the worst goddamn preacher.
Yeah.
With nothing
I
like
never-
good in the book.
Before, so
You
I
know,
didn't-
you know who did a really good Punisher? Mark Pasella. Pasella.
Mm,
Okay. All right, let me see here. What do we got? We got that's in Tim Bradstreet right there.
heck yeah.
Yeah. You did a lot of
Yeah.
stuff based on Thomas Jane, though, right?
That's Ramita
What?
Jr.
Didn't Bradstreet do a lot of stuff based on Thomas Jane?
I don't know.
I
Ray
don't know,
Stevenson.
but he was already doing like before
Who the hell is
Thomas
this
Jane.
guy? Homer, when I'm going through some of these pictures, if you see that Trotsky guy, let me know.
Yeah, I'm looking for him right now.
I don't recognize this guy at all.
Really?
Oh, what about the
That's-
six-finger Punisher?
That's Jimmy. Six-finger Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher, the Punisher issue #1 limited series or unlimited series, where he's got the rocket launcher. Oh, that's
I don't
Zach,
like how
right?
they redid that. That's fucking
Mhm.
horrible. I think that's all of it. Okay. Just looking at the Reddit thread. Geez, Don, read the chat. Yeah, dude. Okay, damn. I just read the chat.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Let me see. Master Ramen says JRJ at Warzone. Yeah. Derek says he's a woman's man. Who, the Punisher?
Yeah, he's not much of a ladies' man, even though
Derek,
I
love
guess
Mike.
for ladies that like strong men. But
Zach has my most favorite cover of all time. Doom tore apart on Secret Wars. Yeah, that is pretty damn good cover.
Hmm.
Arthur Roy says Dylan. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Steve
yeah,
Dillon.
yeah.
Steve
Steve
Dillon.
Dillon, real good. Hitch, although Hitch is more associated with his Ultimate stuff.
Hitch was awesome during that Ultimate stuff, though.
Doug Braithwaite was pretty good. I didn't know he did Punisher. Epting, yeah, dude, I love Steve Epting on that Captain America run when they revived Bucky and all that. That was a good run. He was great on that run. Chichetto is a great Punisher artist.
Mm.
And that's the
Well,
same dude.
Chichetto's good for all street level.
He did a pretty decent. Was he the one that did the Spider-Man run where it was like Parker Industries and all that shit?
I forget. I'll have to look that up.
That was actually a decent run for Spider-Man. Like Peter actually had a decent life going on. He wasn't a fucking loser all the time. He wasn't a loser. Wasn't like you, Don. I don't know if I had to hands down say who my favorite Punisher artist of all time was. I don't think I have one.
Yeah, that's a hard decision.
Yeah. Now, writer, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with the man that started all, and that's Mike Baron.
Baron.
Yeah, he defined the character for everybody. So
Hmm.
it's like when you beat these people that you got these questions like who is the greatest comic book artist of all time in your opinion? It's got to be Jack Kirby. It's got to be, and the reason why is he did it first.
Bernie Wrightson did Punisher POV 1 through 4
Really?
back in the day.
That had to be crazy. A Bernie Wrightson Punisher, dude.
Yeah, it was called POV.
That had to be nuts. I don't know if they ever released it. Some of the stuff that Jim Lee did for the War Journal, like what am I thinking of? When he first started, I think there was some unreleased shit. But I did manage to find some.
I got the guy's name, Frank Terran. You know him, Duck. You've mentioned him before.
Frank
Frank
Terran?
Terran.
How do you hang on?
It's T-E-R-A-N.
Pull it up.
How do you spell his name?
Frank.
Yeah.
T-E-R-A-N. Yeah, he's really good.
Holy shit, that's him? Damn.
Yeah, I think he only did like
Let's see
3 or 4 issues.
God damn, man.
And everybody
yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
he's like the new Todd or something of Punisher.
So he was the one who was like in and out.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah, hang on. I'm trying to get the
Yeah,
keyboard
but
going here.
apparently he did a bunch of other comics. I thought that he only had done the Punisher ones, but
Come on, man, get bigger.
There we go.
is that the guy I'm thinking of?
Oh, I see a lot of McFarlane in that too. Yeah, I see where
Like issue 94. Okay, I guess he was on there for a while. I guess he did do a couple.
it's 97.
That's pretty cool.
It's definitely a unique take on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not his best. That's not his best work. Look at 94, 95, 96. Those are really good issue. 99 is pretty good, cover wise.
Let's see if I can find some more. I think this is. Let's see what this is. This is all right. Here we go. Let's share this in here. This is his comic book creator sheet. His page from League of Comic
Yeah.
Geeks.
That's a great base.
That friggin' bullseye looks completely crazy.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
awesome.
How come I've never heard of this guy? What the F, dude?
You know, it seems like he's a little hit and miss. The covers look really awesome, like certain ones, and some are, I don't know.
Oh shit! Is that a cybernetic Punisher? The fuck?
Now that I think of it, I do have some of these issues, but because best covers is issue 94, 99. 96.
That's 101. See, he must have done a lot of covers.
Yeah, he did a bunch of
All
covers.
right, we get it. You like that one? Get off of there. Oh, you're only gonna. Oh Christ! You don't cycle through the whole thing. You guys suck. Hang on. Stupid website. This is 99. Good Lord, that face is beat the fuck up.
Yeah, he draws his face all jacked, which is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, I mean, that would make sense though, because Prick's
That's
always
a cool cover.
I like how the turquoise is there to help Frank pop out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Enter cringe. He's not talking about woke, hopefully. All right, let me see. And this is 98. See if I can get up on that a little bit better. Street Pizza. Frank's.
That's it. I don't think 98's by him, is it?
Yeah, it's by him.
Yeah, it's him. Yeah, it's him.
Frank wearing a bandana, clocking this guy right in the nuts. It's a great angle too. Oh, they're falling down. Okay, those are the cars down there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I see what you're doing, Taryn. I see what you're doing. You ain't no Pachella, are you? And then this is 95. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty dope cover, 95, yeah.
Boy, that red just works, doesn't it?
Mm.
Fuck yeah. I like how Frank's just standing there surveying his handiwork like, yeah. It's a Wednesday.
Hmm.
And this is 94. This is the start of his run. Good Lord. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That's some draughtism.
All right. Now I got to research this guy.
Autism.
What the hell happened to him, man? Is he still doing anything at all? What the fuck? Where are you at, Frank Turan? He's got an Instagram page. Oh, he's doing sculpting now, dude. Hang on, let me share that so you guys can see it. Look at this guy, right? And he's still doing the
Nice.
Punisher. Although that looks more old man Punisher than anything. This is from 27 weeks ago. That's not terrible. So he's still doing stuff. Maybe he's like storyboarding and shit. Does he have a website? Ghoulishterrors.carrd.co. I'm not clicking onto that. Ghoulish Terrors. It must be
As long as you're not hanging out with Marco Pacella, that's okay.
Look at this shit, dude. Look at this. Oh god.
That's pretty dope.
That's cool.
Yeah. This almost has like a 3D image effect. Oh, it is 3D. Learn to read, Don. His face is a brutal, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it looks like he really likes monsters and shit.
Yeah, he's definitely a product of the 90s. He's got a lot of the scratch scratch going on.
Scritch scratch?
Ooh, Creep Show.
Nice.
Very cool. Oh, wow. Duck, look at this shit. This is Snake Eyes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I cannot believe that I haven't heard of this guy before. So he wasn't on there very long at all. Is that was that the only thing he did for Marvel, Omer? Do you know?
That I know of. I mean, yeah, as far as I know.
Damn. This poor son of a bitch. Good lord. That one spaghetti I ate. Yeah, he's definitely a big fan of the old monsters. Concept for PS3 revamp of Joust, which was essentially shit canned. Okay, so yeah, he went into game design apparently for a while. And makes his own masks.
Yeah, a lot of artists do that.
Oh, dude, look at the Xena, the
Alien xenomorph.
Xenomorph. Dude, wearing a textbook.
He's in the suit. That's awesome.
Nice. All right, I gotta follow this guy. That's all there is to it. Well, thanks for bringing him into the light there, Omar. I appreciate that. Good God, Arter Roy. Yeah, because he sucks. Come on, dude. Let me see. Talking about what about Lee Weeks? Yeah, of course. What do you mean Turin stuff was not good? Art is subjective, dude.
Nope. No, it didn't.
Sure it is. Arter says, I hate the colors. That was Michael Golden's doing those loud reds, fuchsias, hot pinks, all gay.
Oh yeah, Michael Golden was coloring that. Yeah.
How do you say? Was it Mark Texier, Mark Teixeira? How the hell do you say that guy's name?
I think you said it
Teixeira.
right both times.
All right, one at a time now.
Both ways you just said it is the right way.
Oh, okay. Well, he did a pretty kick-ass Punisher too.
Yeah, he's a badass artist. So he just says that way.
I bet Arter Roy doesn't like Sam Keith. So.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
Because when I did the Sam Keith tribute show, he was giving me shit. It's like, why are you fucking looking at Sam Keith? This shit sucks. Stop.
A lot of people did tribute shows and stuff for Sam Keith over it.
He was well loved, man. Well respected.
Yeah, he had a large following.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Sam Keith's work, but I still respected what he did and I admired it.
Yeah, especially when he did the Wolverine look, the way he put all the hairs in the arms, kind of detail. Yeah, that changed the way I even, whenever I draw a Wolverine, I like to put all that fur on him too, because of the way Sam Keith did it.
I like the way he did it, but I still think he got it from Arthur Adams.
Yeah, I think you're right, but still, it looks cool. I think like mind begets like mind.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to rename this one the Mike Ortiz Deep episode.
Yeah, well, I'm punishing this picture of the Punisher too.
Yeah, you are, dude. You got his likeness down like 100%.
Yeah, I got it from a picture that
We know
I
you
thought it'd be
traced it,
cool to
Mike.
put
We know you traced it. You're just trying to fake that you're an artist here. We know it.
exactly.
You're just
Well,
tracing.
yeah. I think the better you can fake it is how good of an artist you are.
Oh, that sounds so mean. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That sounds so mean.
Only so you that's it.
Trace it till you make it, Mike. That's what I always say.
No, that's what
Right,
I'm
Duck?
saying.
Right, Duck?
Mm-hmm.
Trace it till you make it.
Whatever it takes to be creative. If it works, work it.
Yeah. That's how we know Ira Roy got so talented. He traced everything.
Well, I've gotten to a point, especially airbrushing. I just look at a picture. Whatever I look at, I can draw it. Period. If I
Yeah.
have a reference there, I'll use the shit out of it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if I've done it, like I've done this with animals, with tigers and lions,
Oh
I
my.
airbrush so often that I remember the details, and so I can draw. Like if I were to draw a lion right now, I could draw it out without a reference. A tiger, the same. Even gorillas, I can draw them out freehand, and it's not just their faces, but their entire bodies, and I can draw them out. I don't know how
Yeah.
accurate it would be, but I would, from memory, I try to make it as accurate as possible. And oftentimes, I'm not that far off. But
Yeah.
that's the way I am. I just try to. I don't know. It's kind of like remembering how to cheat.
Yeah.
Remembering how
Yeah.
best to cheat. That's how I
Yeah.
passed all my grades in school. But I can get the gist of shit, so I don't need to trace or copy. I can just like, all right, well, this is where his arm is at, so let's do that. This is where the muscles go, so let's put those in, and so on and so forth.
Some muscles mess me up sometimes. Leg muscles, shit like that.
I'm really impressed with Duck's setup. What are you doing, Duck? Tell us more. Inform us.
No, I'm
What you
doing
got?
the same thing I did
It's his
last
iPad,
time.
dude. Fuck.
No, but he actually has it on, and it's stable, and he's got a tripod, and like
Mm-hmm.
remember he would always just icon us up.
Damn it.
He would icon up.
What
You
does that
know?
mean? How do you notice the setup except that he's using a tablet?
I
Well,
think
'cause
Omen's
he's
fucking with him.
Oh,
no, because he actually turned the camera on, and it's like he would have to hold it before and show what he was
You haven't
doing, and
noticed me turn on the camera?
you got a tripod? Okay.
yeah, like you just seem like you
Do you use a
advanced.
headphones and a microphone too, Duck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't use it.
nice.
I'm still using my
I've
iPhone.
been using this for a while.
Okay, I guess I just hadn't paid attention. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm trying to give you props, man. Just trying to say you're doing
And
good.
I'm thanking you for it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool though? Also, I'm always amazed by how clean your image comes off of your iPad. Like back in the day, if you were gonna do this on a computer, it'd be
Mm.
these waves that would move up and down. But
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
there's none of that at all. It's clear.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Do you have Doug? Do you have like a paper sheet or what do they call it, like a sticky thing on top of your iPad so it's not so shiny?
No, I wanted one and I never got one, and so now I'm just kind of used to it being slick.
Paper-like, I
No.
think. I think it's called paper-like.
Yeah. How are you
Yeah.
getting it so you don't get a lot of reflection on your iPad? It's
I
real
don't know.
flat. Yeah, it looks
I
good.
mean,
Or is it one of the newer iPads that's not shiny?
Probably just angled.
I don't know. It's I think it's about maybe 4 years old now.
Oh,
I bought it new.
yeah. it's so cool. You don't have a. Every time I put mine up, I get a lot of reflection.
Mm. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, like I don't know. I'm underneath a ceiling light, but that's all the light that I'm using.
Back when I had an iPad, I was trying to like exclusively draw on it before I got my Cintiq. Jesus Christ, man, it's super hard. It was super hard for me to draw on because I didn't have one of those paper-like things,
Yeah.
and I was my pen the iPad pencil, whatever the hell they call it, was sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
At least that's all the trouble I had. But I'm goofy anyway, so that might have had something to do with it. I don't know.
Mike, you don't have anything on your iPad, right? You just draw straight on it too. It's just like glass.
No, I have a kind of a screen that acts like paper or
Oh,
feels like
okay.
paper.
Yeah. You got one of those. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Carrie says in the chat, Omer, how do you make tripod sound dirty? I'm sorry.
Because it's Omer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's Omer. He doesn't.
Homer makes everything sound dirty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes
jeez.
I have to just go take a shower after even hearing Homer talk.
Oh my God. Yeah, you have to bathe in holy water, Mike. You have to bathe in
Yeah,
holy water. You're like,
I would
Pedro,
if it.
priest, get over
I
here.
just don't. I don't like hot water, so I can't bathe in holy water.
Yeah.
My skin burns. I don't like it.
Derek says digital is easy once you learn the software. At Carrie,
Wouldn't you learn the what?
the software.
The
Carrie
software.
asked, "What's easier to learn, drawing traditional or digital?" Well, if you ask the
Just
kids,
drawing.
Carrie, they're gonna say digital. If you ask the old fogies like us, we're like on paper. And if you ask Duck, well,
That's
he's
usually how you learn first is on paper.
adapted.
But I mean,
Hmm.
that was back in the day.
I
I
think
never,
if
Yeah,
you
I was.
get I think if you get digital and you think that you're just gonna start producing stuff,
you're
uh,
wrong.
you're wrong. I mean, like anything. I mean, like
There's a
anything.
learning curve.
You
Yeah.
need to practice.
Although, that brings up a good point. I never thought of that there's an entire generation of kids that's learning to draw. Some may not have ever really touched pencil to paper before.
Paper, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they
That's
draw
fucking
digitally
crazy.
only.
Yeah, I never even thought of
And
that.
they have a hard time drawing on pencil and paper. They're like,
You
I
know,
can't do this.
well, my brother was talking about that in the industry since he worked for a gaming industry, but they said that they were having a hard time finding students or young artists that knew how to draw traditionally. Like they could produce really nice, amazing artwork, but it was always digital, and they didn't know how to use a pencil to draw it. They knew how to paint it and create it digitally, but they didn't know how to draw it from like a line work and then flesh it out like that. They just went straight to whatever shortcuts the computer allowed. They got good at that, and and I've even heard people that learn how to paint, oil paint and acrylic paint, without learning how to draw first,
Oh
but still
wow.
were able to paint,
Oh
boats
yeah,
and ships and people
Yeah.
and did
yeah,
it well. But they never learned how to draw
yeah.
traditionally.
Well, I used to draw traditionally all the time. The only reason I even switched, well, it's not only reason. There are two very good reasons. One, uh, I was getting tired of smudging everything to death. Everything was, I'm erase. Bristol board is not that cheap, and I got big holes in my Bristol board and all this other shit. So it's like, God damn it.
Yeah,
And then the other thing was like the cost of material.
yeah, absolutely. Those are the positives that I contributed to digital art.
Yeah.
Is that how much paper it does save you, how much paint and materials you don't. It's an abundant. It's like never ending. Except the only asset that gets depleted is the memory and your storage space. So I can only keep so much shit even on my iPad before it gets too much, and then I have to you know either get rid of it or or store it somewhere else.
Duck, you got a compliment in the chat from Carrie. She said, "Stunning art, sir."
Awesome. Thank you.
And apparently she took it right back because she said that you gave somebody a pecker. So what's going on with that?
What's that mean?
You give the Punisher a pecker?
Oh, okay.
How dare you? How dare you masculate him?
Not a camera show, but a pecker.
All right, let me see. Michael, you dish out funny comments like Mama Donna.
I do what?
She says you dish out funny comments like Mama Donna.
All right. That's because we're two clever Gen Zers or Gen Xers.
Omen Screaming Raven says, you make that sound like it's a bad thing, Carrie, about making a tripod sound dirty. Derek the Dukester says, not necessarily, because I tend to be a perfectionist, so I go back too much and fix things so I don't find it easier. K-pop, what's up, girl? MS Paint is fun. I've never tried MS Paint. Any of you guys?
Who's yawning on the?
Sorry, I'm drinking soda pop. I was
Is that you?
trying to slurp all the last little bits.
Jerry says, hey, K-pop. Mass Rama says that he prefers paper, and that's cool. I'm trying to get back to doing some traditional stuff. It's just, I don't know. My desk is not really set up for it. I'm just having to keep making excuses to not do it. I guess that's what it is, really. Just making excuses.
I was going to try to do a deep dive of trying to find some videos to explain why I have such a hard time doing digital. Like, it just, like, there's got to be a reason. Yeah, I have a hard time, man. It takes me forever to do digital stuff. I don't mind doing it, and I like it, but it just the translation or the transition to digital, I just find it very
just like
complicated.
anything, give it some time doing it. The more you do it,
I
the
wouldn't be
better
doing
you
it
get
at
at
all.
it. And that's simple.
We still have to use the mouse.
Oh, dude. Don't remind me of those days.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Drawing with a 1000 DPI.
Point, click, drag.
Microsoft mouse. Oh, my God, dude.
Mm-hmm. I never used it.
And the sad part is I was resistant to learn how to work with the stylus because I thought the mouse would be easier. I'd already trained myself.
Oh, weird. No, not at all.
At the time, I had one of those. Dad had bought me. It was like a 2-inch friggin' drawing platform, right? And it was from Radio Shack. It took like a quadruple A battery. It was like one of the first ones. And I kept thinking it's going to be kind of odd to like look at the screen and draw because I'm so used to looking at what I'm drawing. I'm going to have to retrain my eyes. I was a little weird about it, I guess. But I went ahead one day and I just said, screw it. Let me try it. And I started in and it really wasn't that bad. I kind of took to it pretty well. And I just kept going and going. And next thing I know, I was doing it.
All right.
Yeah. I talked myself out of it and talked myself into it.
That's really all it is, a mindset. You just, put yourself in. The more it's like your consciousness automatically, like transitions into a different alternate state of thinking when you feed it a bunch of information. You simply, the more you practice at anything, the more you do it, the better you get at it. And practice is the same thing as contemplating, or the same thing as trying to solve a problem. Like mathematics, even, and going over a specific mathematical equation over and over again until you know it. And like Bruce Lee said that, when he fights in the martial arts, he doesn't punch. His fist punch all by itself. And that's because he had practiced so much that you get into the state of being where you don't think anymore. You just act, and you just react without thinking. In a battle, in combat, if you think, you're going to get killed. There's no time to think. all there's time for is reaction and action. And that's what practicing is doing something to where you get a muscle memory or you just get something evolved. And when you do it, you just, it's acquiring information. That's why, I always heard that if you wanted to learn how to draw people, draw real people first, and then, translate that to comic book art or comic book people. But learn to draw from real anatomy, from real people, to get good at drawing people. And that, and that always people that are posing in photographs, but like real people. Look at the way people stand or all around you and draw them all the time. And the more you do it, the better you get at drawing people. And comic book, if you're going to be a comic book storyteller, drawing people is an asset. It's it's a benefit. It's not something that's going to hurt you. It's only going to help you. So you would want to draw people all the time. And it's not just drawing people, of course. You have to learn to draw. A comic book artist has to learn to draw a world. That means you got to know how to draw lights and cameras and lamps and furniture and office buildings and cars and everything there is inside of your world. You got to learn to, draw it to achieve some kind of believability. And then you got to know how to put it in perspective. So you got to learn how to, do things in perspective. But none of that and all of that, none of it matters without first understanding how light and shadow work, because that's basically the gist of it all is light and shadow. Once you got that figured out, everything else comes along after that.
What he said.
Yeah, the gist of it all.
The gist. I'd have to charge you guys and sit here and have an actual lecture for hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go check out Michael's channel over on YouTube. You can sign up for his classes for
shit.
$29.99.
Is that a dig on me because I haven't set up a YouTube
Yeah, what's
channel?
going on, dude?
Oh, jeez.
What's going on? Get with it. What are you doing?
Yeah, well,
Learn from master artist Michael Ortiz over on his YouTube channel.
I don't have that
$29.99.
personality that Don has
Get his
and that
class.
radio voice that he has.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, it helps.
Everything I learned from flashcards.
I learned from watching you, Michael. I learned from watching you.
Well, don't watch me because you're gonna. I'm a little nuts in the way I do things, and you might go crazy trying to figure it out.
Dios mío, he's drawing arañas. That's so scary.
I used to be afraid, but now I actually I feel like it was literally like a big fear to like a really big fear to have a spider touch me or even be around me.
Dude,
I hate that.
no.
And I've killed a lot of them in the past just out of reaction.
Yeah.
But now, after all these years of like getting to know them or studying them to see how they work, and because I feel like as an artist, it's important to, even as a writer, especially, this was a rule I heard a long time ago, that if you're gonna write, write what you know, because if you try to write about shit you don't know, it's gonna come off sounding like that, right? Like this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I always feel like if you're gonna write about something, at least learn about it or know what you're talking about. So you gotta, So I went out there, try to, I want to create a man who's a spider, and it takes a lot of like figuring out how that works to create that or to put that into work. And so yeah, I learned a lot about spiders so far. A lot. There's still I'm no anthropologist or anything like that, or yeah, I'm not even a spider expert, except that I have a profound, innate understanding of them now than I did before.
I know I don't like them.
Yeah, I know I don't like them either, but I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't if I found one on top of me or crawling on my
No,
arm or whatever.
stop.
I wouldn't react the way I think I would have
I would
before.
react like the bitch I am.
Yeah. Now I'd be more cool about. I haven't had an opportunity yet to run into a large, like a wolf spider, for instance, like
I
a big
have, and
one.
it's not fun.
Seen them over here. I've seen dead ones too, and they're big. But if I see a live one in my house, before I would have tried to make an effort to kill it. But nowadays, I think I would make an effort to catch it
What
and release it.
sucks, dude? It
And I
freaking
might
like,
even
you know
let
about
it
the
crawl.
wolf spider. I live in the woods, okay? And every now and then, these son of a bitches find their way in the house. And it's never the small guys. Oh, no. They're the size of a fucking toaster, okay? You turn the light on in the middle of the night. This son of a bitch is splayed out on the wall. He looks like he's trying to mate with your fucking face. It's not cool. I hate these things.
Yeah, well, those are the best kind.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of any of the bugs.
Those are the kind that people actually move out of their houses for. Like the spider
That's
got
what
my.
it sounds like.
I'm not the biggest fan of those things. Man, they just look freaky as shit.
Hey, Michael, have you heard? Don's trying to get a new roof, aka a new house that
Yeah.
doesn't have spiders.
It'll never happen as long as I live in this property, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of cultures, spiders on your property is a good omen, and it's good to have them in your house.
Yeah, the ones that worry me are the brown recluse. I haven't seen any of those around here. Thank God.
Yeah, well, those offer a specific problem, and
No,
I've had some friends who were affected by that. There was this guy when I was in the basic and AIT basic training. He got bit by a brown recluse at the beginning of our training, and he didn't say anything to the drill sergeant until like a couple of weeks in, and there was this weird smell coming from him that smelled like
he was
putrid.
right. Yeah.
And he had in his thigh that he could stick his finger in. And we're like, dude, you gotta fucking tell the drill sergeant.
How do you not tell someone this shit?
Because he didn't want to fucking redo the training. He didn't
Oh my
want to go
God,
back.
dude. No.
Yeah, that was his story. But he never came back. He left, and we didn't see him again.
I guess not.
Yeah.
You rotted away. Shit.
Yeah, it was, well, so that was my first experience with the brown recluse, or that idea, and that was scary.
Doesn't the venom in the brown recluse, it rots your skin like it?
It's
Yeah, that's bad shit.
But I also heard that they're not all like that, and some people have a worse reaction than others. But some people have been bitten, and all they got was a little red rash, and then it went away. Other people lost limbs because of it.
Yeah.
So it's really it's one of those things. I don't want to run into those. Certainly.
No.
Same with black widow spiders.
That's what I think Arachnus does. He just like bites people and like they just acid away. That's why I think he's so badass. I'm just like, I'll bite you, bitch. Acid away.
Venom or whatever neurotoxins spiders use in the species. Arachnus has those, and he uses them in those fangs that are in his hands. And when he fights, he can just pump you full of this venom, and you'll begin to melt from the inside. So when he wraps you, and it's not him that wraps you in the webs, it's all the spiders that's on him that wrap you up, right? All the spiders. And they'll wrap you up quick, and then he just eats, he sucks you out like a Slurpee. You just
Dude, I don't want to work on your book anymore.
Suck me out.
Suck me out.
Sounds kind of inappropriate.
But he could paralyze you if he wanted to, or let you from the inside out.
Oh, God damn it. No, thank you. Disavow.
Yeah. But those are only surface level abilities. Eventually, he evolves as he discovers more about himself.
Oh, nice. He gets worse. Even better.
Yeah. It gets pretty crazy. And to me, it makes sense. It's like perfect conjunction. It just, when you find you're able to do something, then it turns out that something can do a lot of things. Like, for instance, one of the things is that each of the spiders in his being can vibrate all at the same time at any frequency they choose. And in that ability to vibrate, they can literally phase in and out from one dimension to another just by focusing on whatever vibrational frequency comes from that dimension.
My
And
God.
and after a while, he starts out slow and awkward like a child, but eventually he gets so good at it that it's just a thought, and then instantly he can just and then reappear whenever you want.
This is not a conversation I was actually thinking about having tonight.
What was that?
Slurpee spiders.
Oh.
Arthur Roy says drawing comics digitally to me is pointless. No original art on paper to sell or keep one smart drive failure. All that stuff is gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Derek says I used to have a pen tablet and use it and it sucked. It was a disconnect from hand to screen. The pen display is so much better because I draw directly on it. He also says I still do not love digital. It's missing something traditional has. There is something about inks on a page. Roy says, thus my theory why noobs start with either Western fantasy, dystopian worlds, or porn. Dudes want to avoid drawing reality. I think you mean noob, not nudes, but okay. Gary says, Michael stealing the show. Haha.
It keeps it alive.
And Michael says, I'm not Michael, Omen. Just wait until you have the experience of them hatching out of you. Oh, dude, damn it, man. Thanks for that visual.
Now imagine them hatching out of your anus.
Oh yeah, well that would suck.
Yeah.
They,
Or the tip of your wiener.
it's like stories about fish crawling into laying eggs in your ear.
Great. I'm not getting
Oh,
any
yeah.
sleep tonight at all. Fuck both of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not right. Cool.
Spiders
Yeah.
are your friends.
Negative.
They're dream weavers too.
My friend.
Dreamweaver.
Carrie
Yeah,
says,
like-
Donna, there's a spider in the home. Who gets rid of them? They get rid of themselves. No, I grab a flip flop or a slipper and I murder the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I don't mind
I
doing
hope
that.
there's a lot of arachnophobes still out there.
Jay
the
Ryan
one-
says simple. Just print out in blue line and ink them to sell originals. So sorry about that, Michael. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I hope there's still a lot of arachnophobes out there because, I'd like arachnids to appeal to people, not in a kindly way, but in a way where, I think it'd be a blast if they were actually afraid to even pick up a book for thought that spiders might pour out of it. That would be really cool for me.
This is your goal?
Mike, I remember in the 90s, like people would pick up the cover of Arachnus or the comic and they'd be like, oh God, spiders, and then throw it down. Like I remember people who were afraid of spiders would do that shit, and I'd be like,
I know. I met a friend of mine. We're friends now, but at the beginning, she saw my my Facebook page, and I had made these spiders out of pipe cleaners and shit, and posted them on my Facebook page. And then she was looking on it for a friend of hers who was into me, and so she wanted, to like give her friend a yay or an A. But she saw spiders on my page, and she was like, "Nope, forget it. You don't need them. It's no good. Stay away."
shit.
I was like, man.
Where was that love connection?
No, it was still a love connection. That girl was
You're
just
like, you want me crawling all over you, woman.
yeah, she was just so non-tolerant of spiders of any kind. She just like nothing to do with it. Like no spiders. And and her opinion didn't change after we became friends. In fact, I introduced her to one of those spiders that I made, and she didn't like it even more.
You didn't throw it down her shirt?
Yeah, I scared the shit out of her.
Damn.
That's what I would have done.
She
Fuck
hated it. Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't do anything like that. I just walked in with it.
Oh, you just walked in with it. Shit.
She's like, "What are you doing with that? I'll kill you. I got a gun. I mean,
Yeah, wow. She took it there.
Yeah. You're
I
probably
scared the
laughing
hell
your
out of
balls off, right? You're just like,
her. At Port Brett or in Saudi Arabia, I made one of those pipe cleaner spiders, and I had the red light on your your flashlight.
oh shit. Yeah.
And I came with that thing in my hand, and I had a red light. He thought it was a camel spider, I just told him, look, I found a spider, and it looked fucking sinister under the red light for sure.
Yeah.
But he pulled out his 9mm and locked and loaded and aimed it at me.
You damn right.
He
Oh,
was one of
shit.
my good friends, so I'm like,
Oh shit.
dude, you would shoot me over this? That's like not
I'd
even
kill
real.
that damn spider.
But I don't get scared.
Now, if you're in the way,
Yeah,
that's
he was willing to fucking kill a person.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
Dude.
locked and loaded.
Can people get that afraid, really?
Yeah, that's got to be awesome, Mike. That's got to be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
Those are
scared
creepy
and
as
shit.
shit, dude.
they were good times.
He said those are good times.
Yeah, man. I love it when people get scared of bugs and shit. I'm like, just like, oh god,
Those are good
really?
times. Yeah, really. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just think of the snake you came in.
Shut up about snakes now. Damn, Mom.
Oh, snakes on a penis.
Damn.
Except for Sedusa, that would be a snake I'd like to see.
Yeah, yeah.
My room a couple of summers ago. That shit was not fun.
Yeah, I do have to admit, snakes freak me out a little bit, but not like totally. You know, I'm not gonna be like weirded out by touching a snake or nothing.
I'm all cleaning my room and shit, right? And I'm a tech guy, so I got a lot of cables and shit. And I've been just basically, I had a box of cables sitting at the foot of my bed that I had tossed a couple of old power cords and USB cord, and of course they overflow, you know. So I'm getting ready to clean up. So I'm getting in. Now normally I would reach over and just grab it with my hand, but I had to pick them up stick this time because my back was hurting. So I reach over there and I grabbed this goddamn cable, and the fucking cable moved, and it kept moving, and it was pulling against the pick 'em up stick, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Bye. See you later. I come running out here.
Oh
Shit! Snake in my room. She says,
oh shit.
And then she looks at me. She goes, "Go get it."
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's
Go-
okay.
you can go get it.
Eventually, I got it out of here, but it was not an easy task for me. And I just constantly live in terror every night.
Especially when the cat gets up there and comes up behind it.
Well, yeah, Max does tend to get back behind the bed and scare the living hell out of me, but you know, he doesn't mean to. I don't think he means to. Why are you in the world? Are you and the cat collaborating?
They're collaborating.
No.
Yeah, you are.
If they're
too long.
talking about murder,
You know he wouldn't hurt you.
It took you too long to answer, Mom. You are.
You know he wouldn't hurt you. Who feeds him with a fork?
Shit. Spoon too. Did you not see that earlier? I was feeding him with the spoon.
Well, I know you feed him with a fork.
He's my boy. He's my boy. I gotta spoil him a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
You gonna take him out to the strip club too, Don? He's your boy. Go have a good time.
You have no nuts.
See?
Wouldn't do him any good.
Wouldn't do him any good. He has no private parts.
Aw,
Not any good either.
And it wouldn't do me any good.
poor kitty.
So what do you guys think? You think 8 o'clock is a better time?
Yeah.
Or should we stick to what we were doing before?
I'm cool either way.
yeah, either way, it's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, whatever time
I guess it would
Comic
depend on
Skate
when-
Commando streams, let's stream over them.
I don't even know what time they stream.
Who?
Patrick.
Comic Skate Commandos, yeah.
Yeah, it's another show.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Are you saying the show's a joke?
No, their show's a joke. No. I mean,
okay.
the joke is streaming over them. It's a joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Just being silly.
I mean, I like being on Thursday too. I don't like the fact that we're streaming.
You don't like
what? I like streaming on Thursday too. I had forgot Joe had a show on Thursdays. I forgot he did the Ronan Joe show. So I kind of feel like a fucking heel now.
Dude, you just stream when you can. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There should be enough for everybody. Whoever wants.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Whoever's attracted to you, will come.
Which is basically everybody's attracted to me on some
Or
point.
whoever you attract will come. Yeah.
Everybody's attracted to me.
It's about marketing and promotion.
They don't come to see you.
Yeah, they don't come to see me. Come to see Mama Donna.
Yeah.
Well, Joe
Now-
only gets like 20, 30 people watching him. He doesn't have that many. Nobody watches Joe. They don't want to see him naked. I'm just kidding, Joe. I like Joe. He's
Well,
a good
from
guy.
my experience, it turns out the ones who succeed are the ones that are consistent. Like you're always there. Like
Yeah.
even like back in the day when we did Arachnids, like I said, Wizard magazine wouldn't even bother with us until we can show them that we were going to be around for a while. And eventually that happened, but it was like a couple of years in. But at the beginning, they wouldn't like, yeah, we'll see what they're going to do. They wanted to know if we were going to just be there and then be gone in the next minute because there was so many of that. There was a lot of that happening. So they didn't want to get invested into something that wasn't going to stick around. And well, lo and behold, as soon as they do get invested in us,
They
we
quit. Yeah.
we quit.
Yeah.
We disperse. We were already fucked up by then.
Well, I mean, did you quit or were you forced out? I mean, what really happened with all that? If you don't
I
mind.
wasn't. No, we weren't forced out. We relatively divorced from our guys who we were in partnership with at Mystic Comics because there was a lot of in-house fighting, a lot of distrust, and um, and things that were being handled not in the right way with the guys that we were working with at Mystic, and they, and it became like to me, it felt like they were trying to control me,
Yeah.
which that's where I reacted. I'm an idiot. I felt like they were trying to control me, and I wasn't about to be controlled. I was like, nope, nobody's
That's what
controlling
I'm
my
trying to
life.
do. I'm trying to
You
control
know,
you, Mike,
but
entirely.
they weren't necessarily trying to control me. They were just trying to keep me productive. They were, so they were feeding me like bullshit. Like, Mike, you just concentrate on the artwork. You let us handle everything else, so you don't have to stress or worry about. But the artwork was a part of what I
Oh, excuse me.
There
Sorry,
you
Bless
guys.
you.
go, dude.
sustainable business. And this was one of my ideas, and I had a bunch of ideas, but this is the one idea that we're working on now, which was Arachnids, and it was succeed. It has succeeded, and like it was getting some momentum. Maybe I was an idiot. I didn't understand. All I know is that there was a demand for Arachnids, but I didn't understand what the demand was about because at the beginning I'm fucking it up. I don't know what the stories. I don't know what's going on. It's just happening too fast. I was falling apart. I was being tumbled like being inside of a snowball that just sort of got bigger and bigger as it rolled down a hill. And I'm inside of the snowball trying to figure this shit out as it's going.
All right, but you had a lot of personal shit going on too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So mentally, straight up, I'm fucked in the head as it is.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect Arachnids to get the kind of attention I think it got at first. And neither did the guys that I worked with. Everybody was excited. It was a really good time. But I tried. I really put an effort in for those 3 years working on it. They were like 18, 19-hour days every day, you know?
Yeah.
And I was going through a divorce and
Yeah,
a lot
that'll
of
fuck your whole creative state up, man.
Huh?
100%.
Yeah, it was crazy time. And I loved it as it was happening. There was so much fun in it. And this was it was just great. And I love Arachnus, and I always wanted to do right by this character. Really, it mattered to me, and it still does. And it matters to my brother too. But he didn't. He had other ideas that he wanted to pursue also, and but yeah, eventually management at Mystic tried to get my brother to fire me to have somebody else come in and draw Arachnus.
Oh, damn, dude. That is some low ball shit.
Yeah, and it was because he just wanted me to work more often and put more work out and I'm fucking struggling as it is. Um, you know.
Yeah, but to try to get brother against brother is bullshit.
Yeah, and my brother wouldn't, but he's the one that told me, "Hey, Larry's trying to get me to fucking fire you, but it ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that." You know, nobody can draw arachnids but me. And he believes that, right?
Oh yeah.
And at the time, I was like, maybe we can get another artist, but that was secretly, But um, we got offended, and I fought back, and we got into this big argument over it, and it was a blowout, I'm screaming and yelling and shit, and then very shortly after that, it turned out that management had taken a large sum of income that we had generated, up to $120,000, and that was in our account, but he managed our money.
Oh Lord.
So he took practically that much money out and spent it on personal things that he was trying to take care of.
Damn, dude.
And so the that was the last straw, basically. After that, we separated from Mystic Mushroom, formed our own publishing company, called Morningstar Productions, and we went back to the original investor that invested in Mushroom Comics, and it was a toy company, and we got to know him along the way, but they try to keep us separated from each other because um, it was a lot of weird shit. They were just hiding me and my brother away from this Chinese company because they didn't want them to give us the money. They wanted to control the money through their own company,
Yeah,
right?
man. Bullshit.
So we told them we were leaving, and instead of financing Mystic, finance our company instead, me and my brother, and we offered in that arrangement that we would give him first right of refusal to do action figures on our characters, and that's what he wanted was first right of refusal to do action. First right of refusal means that they would give us an offer first before anybody else would. Like we had to go to them first. If they wanted to do something, then they would have the first right to say no before we can take it to somebody else, right?
All right.
So yeah, I was like, all right. So we signed a deal for $150,000, and then right away, my brother and I got working on uh, doing Arachnus Retribution. And we were trying to, we had enough funds we financed, we put up an ad through Wizard and, worked with Wizard to put an ad through them. And Hero Magazine was another magazine
Oh
that was,
wow, Hero. There, I forgot all about that one.
yeah, them. And so we did a lot of and they did a lot of interviews with us through Hero, mostly more Hero than Wizard, but Hero. And a couple of other ones too. Vantage was another one, and then a lot of online stuff.
Did you
Where
say Vantage?
Yeah, Vantage magazine.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it was an old comic book magazine. It was more popular in California, I think.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it was just a lot of fun doing interviews, phone interviews, talking a lot of shit all the time. Kind of the same stuff I talk about now. I was very into religion and multi dimensions and demonic activity, and I talked about it openly with Arachnus, and it was Vintage magazine that said that Arachnus was the greatest demonic hero since Spawn.
Oh
That
wow,
was the title of their interview.
that's pretty cool.
I was like, wow, but it was and it was sad because that guy, the manager, we were really close. I mean, I loved him and his family, and we got close over the years. So it was terrible that there was such a nasty falling out between us. And eventually he died few years after, when I haven't spoken to him ever again since. And I found that later that he had died. And so my heart goes out to him. And I look back on that, and now with just an appreciation, it was just a good experience, and it was a lot of fun. And I don't know if I can, make lightning strike twice on a second go around nowadays after all this time, but I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna try it by not bringing back the same shit, but bringing back the same shit, but doing it differently, I guess.
Yeah, more of a refresh than a reboot, right?
Yeah, Arachnus is Arachnus, but I tried to introduce a bunch of other characters that I had in mind at the time that I do want to follow through and flesh out. Um, Even in Retribution, the last series I didn't get a chance to introduce, but I introduced this character called the Timeless One, which it's weird how some of these guys that you've had on your show that have these old west kind of stories with vampires and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I had the story that I wanted to develop, and I introduced them in Arachnus as the Timeless One, where he's cursed by Kronos to travel, the universe through different time periods as a punishment. And he was, he was an outlaw born out of the 1800s and 1860s, and I wanted him to be like Clint Eastwood's character in Pale Rider, but now just cursed by Kronos and having to experience all these different, a lot like Casca, the Eternal Soldier,
Mm-hmm.
but he's a cowboy and he's not a soldier, but he has to experience all these different cultures and worlds and through different times, and to one day have to meet Kronos in a final showdown, and that was the name of the story, was the showdown or the final showdown, and it was just Kronos is teaching him or punishing him throughout time and space, because Kronos travels through time backwards, so he's coming from the future, and the Timeless One. I have a name for him. I've been bugging around with the name, but I'm not going to reveal it until I'm sure that what it's going to be. But he's just going through all this shit throughout time, and meeting somebody, falling in love, but being yanked away before he's able to save her or something. And it's just that's his experience. It gets to the point where at the end he's looking to kill Kronos and end time on that showdown. So we'll see what happens. But I used him as a chronologer in the story of Arachnus. He chronicles all these different times, and he's chronicling Arachnus through it because it all intersects, and in some timeline they intersect. And so the Timeless One moves around, and he leaves these books, these scrolls that what's the word, chronicalizes his experience through time.
Oh, okay.
And so I had these blurbs, these captions in the book, and it would be these things that the Timeless One would say, and then at the end of it would say, the Chronicles of the Timeless One, or something like
Carrie says we're all learning about Michael's dark side today.
that. Just the very skimming the very surface of it.
All right, Derek, take it easy, buddy. We'll catch you on the next one.
I think my dark side runs as deep as my bright side does, and my bright side's pretty bright.
Punisher Death Rattle, yeah. Apex says confiscate goes commando. No one is controlling us, we control ourselves. That is true.
No one is a bitch, though, right?
That's turned out really good, Mike. Really good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Dominique in the chat. What's up, girl? Hail to the chat. Good to see you. Hail, Dominique. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Yeah, you got that down, dude. 100%.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love the Punisher. He's one of my favorite characters. I don't know why either. He's just
Nice work, Don.
not even a
Thank you, sir.
superhero. He's just a good, just, I don't know. I guess I appreciate his cause. Like there was a saying in one of the movies where he said it wasn't about judgment, it's about punishment. And that just sounded like that was badass. Because that makes a lot of sense, you know. It's like,
Well, if you F up, and it'd be real easy to F up the Punisher when writing them. You would make him into a
Samurai.
more of like an executioner kind of guy, a Ronin, so to speak.
didn't they turn him into Ghost Rider in another comic?
He did like a ghost kind of thing, and like those.
I thought it was a mix between Ghost Rider and the Punisher. Because I remember seeing the skull on fire with the Punisher skull.
You're talking about Punisher 2099?
Maybe, I don't know. But I think that's cool because Ghost Rider is the spirit of vengeance, right? Or he punishes the evil. He's a Punisher also.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider is the Punisher. So is Azrael. He's a Punisher.
Damn, Homer, you got it bad, dude.
I had to go blow my nose and clean up my sniffle. Oh my.
Get some honey and hot tea.
Yeah, get some honey and hot tea, man.
A hot toddy. And a hot toddy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have kids in the house? Toddlers?
No. But my sister's a teacher, so.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably where I got it.
Yeah.
Plus, if you got any kind of hay fever thing going on, that's going to wreak havoc on you.
Well, I don't have any allergies, man, so I don't know. But, you know, I went to the doctor once and said, you know, as you get older, you will develop allergies. And I'm like, bullshit. I don't have allergies to shit. You're fucking crazy.
Stupid doctor.
Yeah, what do you know?
Disinformation from the pharmaceutical companies.
Yep. Just to put you on fucking meds. Yep.
They're just trying to get you to buy the Benadryl. Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like a head cold, man.
You say you got a head wound? What was that?
Are you taking any medication?
Nah. Tomorrow, if I still feel like shit, I'll start taking something. But
Get on that NyQuil, son.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna jump on tomorrow. If that's the case.
Don't jump on it. Drink it.
Yeah, Don. I don't jump on anything unless it's a woman.
I didn't
With
say it.
with a pulse. With a pulse.
It was Mama Donna, fool.
Oh, you laughed. You laughed.
I'm allowed.
Hey, Mama Donna. What's the difference between me and an egg?
Oh shit! Here we go. Retribution time.
Okay. An egg gets laid.
Yep. Yep.
An egg gets laid.
Yeah. An egg gets laid and paid, baby. Laid and paid. You know, the weird thing about having this cold is I'm really craving something to eat that's really good, and I don't know what it is. Like I feel really hungry
Doritos?
for something.
Chicken.
Oh,
Chicken. Yeah, chicken.
well, I ate some Doritos earlier, and man, they were satisfying. But it didn't quite hit. It didn't quite hit.
Are you getting over it now? Have you had it for a while?
Chili
Nah,
cheese
it just
and
started
Doritos.
last night. Just
Chili
started last
cheese
night.
Doritos.
Ooh, that sounds good too. Oh shit, I'm hungry for anything right now. Is the thing, I guess. I don't know.
Nacho salad.
Well, you want to have what we had for dinner.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I picked some some chili mac.
Oh, chili mac sounds good. See, like everything sounds good right now. I think I'm gonna see if I can make some chicken and ramen, like a little chicken ramen thing.
Oh, yeah, I had to quit eating ramen. The fucking sodium, man. Jesus Christ, that shit was killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't. I heard ramen wasn't any good anyway for you.
Yeah.
especially if you're
No,
diabetic.
no bueno.
I like how
no
you said
bueno.
it, especially be diabetic.
That's because that's what I gotta do.
I feel you pain, man.
I like. They're like, "Oh, you're diabetic."
Always have to look out for Mama Donna and the whole diabetic thing. Got to read those labels.
Yeah.
What's something that's just hitting me? I got this snot drip right now, and it won't stop. It's annoying as fuck.
Post nasal drip, baby.
Yep.
America go round.
I wish I had some nose
You
nachos
need
to make
some. You need some
that drip.
antihistamine. You got no Benadryl?
Yeah, man. Get some of that. Come on, man. Give in to Big Pharma. What are you doing?
I don't like taking drugs, Michael. I don't like taking drugs.
You a lying ass. You're on
You're
drugs
not.
24/7.
You're not supposed to take drugs. You're supposed to do drugs.
You wouldn't be happy for all the drugs I'd have to take.
Stick with us, kid. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get you straight. Yeah, but
You'll be a
mom,
lot happier and less sick.
your drugs are kind of life saving
Yeah.
in nature, so
Well, yeah, I mean, if I had to, I would, but I don't have to.
And, no, I'm just kidding. I hate taking drugs or doing drugs. I take gabapentin now. That's the only thing I do, but I don't like it. I like to get off of
that's
it.
the stuff you take, the Neurontin. Yeah.
The one my doctor won't fucking feel.
Yeah, your doctor's a bitch.
Yeah, it makes me sleepy during, and if I gotta take it because I don't like feeling neuropathy, so I take it. But if I don't take it, then I got to deal with the pain. But if I do take it, it wants to knock me out. It wants me to go to sleep in the middle of the fucking day. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I drink coffee to counteract it. But then the coffee fucks up my stomach, and now I got to deal with stomach issues. And then if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking energy drinks. And the only reason I'm able to do this show is because I have an energy drink in front of you. Otherwise, I'd be taking a nap right now.
I
Shit.
don't really mess with energy drinks anymore.
And then that fucks with your diabetes, huh? The energy
Not
drink.
really.
Yeah, dude, energy drink will fuck with your diabetes hardcore.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
it's got
they
blood
do,
sugar in
but
it.
they're supposed to be sugar free, and I don't see why they would. But
Oh, okay, sugar
Man.
free. That
So
helps.
just because it's sugar free, don't mean
But
it's
they sell some that advertise sugar free. So I mean, they're not all
Yeah.
sugar free.
yeah, that's what I heard. That's why I heard
watch those
they're
cards,
bad.
man.
So yeah, I went and I explained to the fucking BA about it, and I said I'm having real issues here and trying to stay focused and stay awake during the fucking day, and I keep forgetting, and I can't seem to pay attention to things for a long period of time. So they put me on Adderall, and I just got approved for it, and I guess this week I'm gonna get it in the mail, and then we'll just see if that can help.
Hopefully,
I
it'll
can stay focused, get some work done, and all of these
Make
projects
money.
that I have all around me, all unfinished. Nothing, everything's a lot of shit started, but I'm still I'm still working on it. I'm still working on. It. I'm still, and I work on it all the time. But it's like I don't know. I get bored, and I have to move on to something else. And I'm trying to like just not. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but maybe you guys understand what I'm talking about.
I
Other
understand.
artists out there.
Absolutely.
Now, you got so many ideas. You got to do one, but while I'm doing one, I'm thinking about the other one, and it's just perpetual. And then to make it worse, when I look back at the work that I did do, I'm still, it's like, oh, I fucked up on that part, and that part doesn't look right, and I need to finish that part, and that's the way my artwork looks to me all the time. So I'm never satisfied with it because it always, I can always do
Apex says
something.
pizza. Yes, that sounds delicious too.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Apex says the
Mm.
founder of ramen noodles lived to be 96 years old.
If it
He
was
probably
real noodles,
probably
but I think it's
never ate.
that processed.
Yeah, probably never ate that shit in his life.
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at all
they have low sodium ramen now.
do they? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
they make some. Yeah, they have like a little blue label on them that says low sodium.
What does that mean? Like no salt or?
Yeah, it's less. I think it's only instead of like 100%. It's only 30% of the sodium.
Probably not even near effective, but just looks good on your packaging. It's like it's got low sodium, so it's buy this instead.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You're probably right, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It also has trace amounts of vitamin A.
Less crack. Less crack.
Slightly less crack than before.
Yeah.
Less
Slightly
cocaine.
Yeah. Coke made with real cocaine.
That tripped me out when I found out about that shit when I was younger, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Back in the day, they had it good back then.
It said they
In the
had
1900s.
If you had the money, any period you have money in, it would be a good. But
Yeah.
all those periods that
Sounds
you,
about
like whatever period you're in and you're poor, it sucks. Like that's miserable
right.
every single time.
true. Very true.
Spoken
Confirmed.
like a true wise man.
Mm. Experience. I've been, I know what it's like to be rich. I've had money. I also know what it's like to be poor completely. I've been homeless before and destitute. I know what it's like to be a drug addict.
I've seen
And
fire. I've
I
seen
know what it's
rain.
like to be. Yeah.
Seen sunny days.
God, make music about the same exact thing I'm talking about.
Hey guys, I gotta cut it out. You guys have a good night.
Yeah,
All right,
you
buddy.
too, man.
Get a big up
All right.
close shot.
You have a
Much
good night.
better.
All right. Have a
Later,
good night,
guys.
Mama Donna.
Appreciate you
Yeah,
popping
man.
in, man. It's a great Punisher.
Thank you.
Muy
Yeah,
bueno, muy
that's
bueno.
very cool.
Just a quickie.
All right, man. You
All
take
right.
care.
You have a
I
good
like-
one.
I like those
You too,
eyes
buddy.
better than
Later,
I
buddy.
like those guys better than these eyes.
Apex says he doesn't take medication. He's too much of a man for it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. Like I got
Apex
people
says
here.
drink some orange juice and lemonade, Michael. Sugar-free contains fake sugar.
Yeah. You can't trust anything nowadays. It's all fake.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even the steaks and the chicken. It's like, are those real? Is that
Carrie,
real meat that we're eating, or is that?
this is
it's
never going to
synthetic?
happen, Carrie. I'm never going to put on a nurse outfit and look after Homer.
John's
Unless
gonna be
there
my
was there
Almost
was a
like
lot of
Ozzy.
money involved. If there was a lot of money involved, then maybe I'd consider it.
get
I
done.
do have a
my
Kofi down there.
my candy stripper.
Go-fi.com/the Don 1972. $100, and I'll consider it.
Make him holla. Make him holla.
Duck Bacon.
Too funny.
Taking a final bow in the chat. It was good to have you on tonight, Duck. Appreciate it. I thought for sure with Mr. Ortiz on that Mr. Epple would grace us with his benevolent presence.
Yeah,
No. Mr. Apple was brown nosing because
Oh, I see.
you had Chris Graves
I
on
thought
and
he was making
Mark
a comeback.
Bolton.
I should have known better.
No. It was all suck up. It was all suck up.
It was all suck up juice. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, John. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Shit.
I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, those guys are pretty cool. Nice guys.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. We hang out with some pretty decent people from time to time.
No, Chris Graves, he's a police officer, right?
I think he's a corrections officer.
Gotcha. Kerry, he does wear a uniform. Shit.
I think Carrie really wants this to happen. I don't know. Damn graphics in the chat. What's up, dude?
What does Kerry want to happen?
I think she really wants me to put on a nurse outfit, get on a live stream, and fly down to Texas, get on a live stream, and take care of you.
Why?
Yeah,
I think
I
this
don't
might
really
do something for her. You know what I mean?
I don't want that to ever happen.
I don't. I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's not.
Yeah, Kerry, well, get your mind out of the gutter, woman.
Yeah, come on. Supposed to be our friend. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Now, Don was a
I
beautiful
don't-
blonde with big tits and an ass that tastes like French vanilla ice cream. Get me that nurse outfit, but I don't think Don is that.
I can be persuaded, man.
Oh, jeez.
It'd be kind of weird if in the future people say, "Were you on that show with that guy that dressed like a squirrel?"
Oh
Did
jeez. Oh
you?
jeez.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's part of the Arachnus apology tour.
Oh god. Oh god.
Now I got to be interviewed about it. No, I wasn't even involved.
It was this guy named Don. He liked to dress up like a beautiful blonde.
He got coerced. Somebody made him do it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They sent $100 super chat.
It's
Money made him do it.
Yeah.
part of the sickness.
Hey, well, I have to say, Mike coming on my show Wednesday, and then now here, it's really good to hear Mike, chatting, and not that you don't normally chat, Mike, but it's good. You like, I don't know, it's just nice to hear you talk about all your stuff.
Oh well, thank
Always.
In a more positive light, too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, it's more positive.
you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a different mic. It's a badass new mic. We like it. We like it. Hey, Mikey.
Mikey likes everything.
Yeah.
Get Mikey to try it.
Yeah, well, it's also, I think it has to do with your outlook. You sound more positive. You're trying to get the medication so it don't fuck with you so much. And, early on, I think you're having med
Well,
issues.
apparently, not on this show. No, I just blurted it all out there. I let you guys all know my personal shit.
Oh, dude, it's okay. Sure.
Oh, no, I think it makes you human, right? Like, it makes
You know how much personal shit I reveal to the world?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys for sure. I mean, I enjoy being, like talking with you all about
Yeah, it's cool.
stuff, comics especially, and life in general. And you're all, I'm listening to your stories, and you guys, like you, John, you come from a hell of an experience with your military experiences, and
Nothing that a weekend at Disney couldn't handle.
yeah, well, that's pretty cool that you went from Navy to Army, which is not, you don't hear about that kind of stuff often.
Not normal, yeah.
The
It's
Army
not normal.
didn't feel the same, but we do appreciate it. You're like, oh, fuck, look at this guy.
Mm.
God damn it. No. I know. You didn't like me in Korea. You didn't like me in the golf. You didn't like me in the service at all.
Yeah, I can imagine. And it was just you, or do you got siblings?
Nah, it's just me.
Yeah, my mom was worried to death because both me and my brother and my dad were all over there at the same time. My dad was in the Air Force, and me and my brother, I'm in MP. My brother joined the Army as a truck driver, and he was with 2-4 Cavalry. So, yeah, it was crazy. 400,000 soldiers there, right? And I'm an MP, and I'm working in Dhahran in Saudi Arabia, this town, the city that was there, and we're based out of this apartment complexes that they called Camp Brady, right? And I got a call. There was a place nearby. It was on the coast called Half Moon Bay, and it was where all the soldiers rotated in and out of for R&R. And there they had theaters, swimming pools, cafeteria, everything all for free while you're there, and you can just indulge. And one day we got a call that somebody had accidentally discharged their firearm. So me and my buddy had to go drive out there to write a report up, because we're MPs and that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I saw that it was the 2-4 Cab badge on the shoulders. And I stopped the first guy. I said, "Hey, do you know Private Ortiz?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, he's around here somewhere." And I asked my sergeant in charge, I said, "Hey, my brother's here. Can I go look for him?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead." And he finished writing the report himself. I stepped outside of the cafeteria, and I turned, and there's my brother walking down this walkway. And he's describing to his friend who I am right at that moment from a photo that they were looking at. And his buddy looked up at me and said, "Hey, isn't that your brother right there?" And my brother
Dude.
started running at him because I'm like, "Fuck!" And we hadn't seen each other in like almost a year and a half at that point, and we just happened to run into each other in fucking
On
desert
the other side
field
of the fucking planet. Yeah.
on the other side of the world. Yeah, in the desert. It was 1 in 1,000,000 kind of 1 in 400,000 chances really, but yeah, and because of that we spent New Year's together.
That's cool.
Drink near beer all night.
Beer. Yeah.
Near beer.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, because they don't have alcohol over there, right? They don't have alcohol in the.
Yeah, no. I ended up drinking alcohol, but it was certain American families that were stationed there for civilian work. Sometimes we went out to their house and they would make dinner and then pull out some alcohol they had smuggled in or imported. One guy had moonshine that he had actually made. And these are like civilians out there working in
Yeah.
the fields and shit. So they were paid good money, but really nice people too. But they would house us every once in a while. So I went out there, got to get drunk one night, and then and that was it. Other than that, while I was in the Army, I didn't do any kind of drugs or nothing. I hadn't done it.
You better not get your ass kicked.
Yeah, I just wasn't into it. I was very health conscious all my life because I wanted to pursue a career, or not a career, but a life in martial arts and teach. And so I was, so I didn't do drugs and I didn't like eat junk food, and I was constantly working out, and not for build or anything, just I was doing work that made me faster, like that made my muscles in my arm work more like rubber bands. It's just repetitive training.
Yeah.
And because I wanted to get quicker and I needed quicker reflexes, and I always thought that's where the power was in the speed and in the hips. Where you put your hips at is where your power.
Oh yeah, baby, the power's always in the head.
Yeah.
You want to be Bruce Lee? We know what you want to do. I'm going to be Bruce Lee. I'm going to develop the one-finger death punch.
I was always a Bruce Lee fan too.
Roll off your back like water.
Yeah.
Always roll off back like water.
Yeah. But I gotta figure out what kind of gun I'm gonna put in his hand. I'm thinking a Magnum or maybe a 9mm, but
you don't put gun in Frank's hand. Frank
but
put
I have
gun in your hand.
Big gun because his hand is big.
Gargantuan.
Well, I would like to thank everybody for watching tonight. We're nearing the cutoff time. It's been a great night, been a great episode. If you have watched us and you haven't done it yet, click the like button.
Share the stream out. Let everybody know that you're part of the cool collection, the cool click. You watch the studio. If you're new to the show, never seen us before, subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell your friends about us. Help us get to that mighty goal of 500 subscribers.
All right.
What's it currently at? What's the sub count right now? 380 still?
No, I haven't even checked. Let me check. Oh, I haven't checked it in so long. Hey, we're at 382.
Sweet. Good to hear. Good to hear.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call making progress.
Making progress. One human soul at a time.
Caught up with the chat here. How's my GoFundMe going? I think Carrie asked me earlier. I meant to tell her and I totally forgot. Actually, let's go ahead and pull it up.
Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, and pull it out.
We're not promoting anybody tonight, so I don't feel so odd about it. I usually don't like to
It's all good, man. It's all good.
yeah, do that kind of stuff. Okay, let me see here. All right, the GoFundMe is at, oh wow, look at that, $1,875. We're
Nice.
rocking and rolling. The black mold will kill us if the roof doesn't, and it's trying to. But thanks to the donations of our good friends over here in the indie comic space and our friends and family and fans and worldwide, baby,
Worldwide.
we're working towards our donation goal of $10,000. And I got a suggestion today to call a guy, Boyd Property LLC. Shout out to them. I'll be calling them Monday for them to come out here and take a look at the roof, see what the hell's going on. The guy had come out here and he'll say, "Yep, it's a roof," and then he'll leave. So there you go.
What are they supposed to do? They're gonna help you.
You're gonna come out here and get a free estimate and see how much it's going to cost to repair it, replace, repair, set it on fire. I don't know, whatever it's going to do, we'll do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good. So we do appreciate our donations. Mama Don and I are very grateful.
Definitely.
It's all good.
Right on.
Was there anything else? Oh yeah, guys, don't forget Omega Mission sign up begins next Saturday. It's a week from today. You got a whole week to keep on building up the hype, get excited, to realize that even after you sign up for it, you're still not going to get it yet. It's going to be even longer. But you will sign up for it, and you will be on an exclusive list of people who are ready for this 100% top-notch sci-fi superhero comic book of the year with art and story by yours truly. And I believe Omer's going to help me with the editing and the pre-press and all that kind of stuff.
Sure, whatever you need, buddy. Absolutely.
See, look at that. That's having friends, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Let me see. Apex is asking Mr. Ortiz, does he receive VA benefits?
Only through I go to the Veterans Administration clinic for health issues, but I don't get money or anything.
Carrie, I think Haldir is working tonight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, his schedule's been moving around.
Yeah, well, it's changed the season too.
Yeah.
Carrie's saying, "What's up, Apex? Oh, what's VA? Apex Veterans Administration."
Excuse me.
God bless you, son.
I'm trying to hit the mute, man.
Dude, don't worry about it. It's fine. Carrie says doesn't seem to be around as much. Just miss him in the chat, I guess, and seeing his art on Insta. Yeah, he's been busy, man. Carrie says, shouldn't Don be getting to Apex? Yeah, I get VA benefits. I get some disability benefits. Actually, I have to very soon get reevaluated because I should be getting more VA benefits now. And the problem is I'd have to go all the way up to Richmond. That's quite a drive. I'm thinking and I'm hoping they'll be able to reevaluate me here locally because my doctor does work with the VA. So as long as it's not a fucking dog and pony show, I should be okay. Let me see. Apex says Bruce Lee works out. Gary says, after seeing Chris, I now identify as gym equipment. Oh wow. Talking about Chris Graves from the other night. Yeah. Let me see. She's asking, have I ever played the game Tekken? Yeah, dude. I used to love playing Tekken back in the day. What was it? Was I in Korea when we were playing it? I think it was the PlayStation, original PlayStation, where they're it's part of the side-scrolling game and they're getting chicken. Fucking love that shit. Chicken. I'm weird. Yeah. Apex agrees. Yes, countries should take care of their veterans. And, it's not that terrible. I mean, for the most part. Everything costs money. It's got to come out of everybody's taxpayer purse.
Yeah. In fact, I have to make a correction on that Adderall. They told me they don't deal with the real Adderall. They give me a generic, and I read it. I read up on it, and it's the cheapest generic they can get. So they're not like going out of their way to. They give you the cheapest of whatever, the cheapest treatment possible.
Well, they'll always go for the cheapest treatment possible. 100%.
Yeah, but usually the generic is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I hear, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not fretting. I'm appreciative for whatever I can get.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, even though I had to fight tooth and nail to get them to, well, they never did pay the hospital bill. I had to go bankrupt, but they still took reasonably good care of me as far as aftercare is concerned. After I got hit by the truck, although they had me on this shit called Dilantin, and the level was fucking retarded. And that shit fucked me up for life, man. And my teeth are all fucked up.
Is it Dilaudid or
Dilantin? Like it's just like it's seizure medication.
But it's not Dilaudid.
No, it's not Dilaudid. That's something. I think that's something else.
Yeah, and it's a painkiller.
Yeah, the thing with Dilantin is everybody's body is different, and everyone's dosage is different depending on their biology and their mass and shit. And they start you off. Well, they started me off like super fucking high. I was taking like 7 times the dosage I was supposed to be taking, and it was just effing me up, dude. I couldn't keep any food down. I was falling down dizzy all the time. Fucking nightmare. And I was on that shit for like a year and a half, Mom. And then they got pissed off because I took myself off of it because I wasn't having seizures. I didn't need it.
And you felt a lot better.
Yeah, I felt a lot better. I could actually eat and shit. So, but I mean, the damage is permanent.
Well, usually, if you do eat, you will shit.
Well, what? Shut up. Anyway, guys, it's after 11. Let's get a final rundown of everybody's stuff. We'll start with Mr. Omer, and then we'll get our asses on out of here. I like that. I like that. That's good looking stuff right there. Got Frank. All right, it's gonna be Hulk right there.
Yeah, I'm drawing a Hulk there. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Very cool, dude. Very cool.
Nice little Marvel team up mashup page.
Yeah, nice job.
My God, dude. That is something else right there.
Yeah, that's badass. The
fact that you got his likeness with like no reference at all. That was killer.
Nah, we already talked about that. He was copying it. What are you talking about? No reference.
Let me build him up, man. Damn.
Oh shit.
Build him up.
Yeah, that's awesome, Mike. You did a great job pulling that out of your ass. That's amazing, sir.
Don't forget, guys, the Ryanus is making a comeback, right? All right. Cool mini poster. Omer says Apex. Carrie also said, "Wow, beautiful piece." Omer.
Thank you, everybody.
And the fans are falling over themselves in the chat, talking about how great Michael's work is, as per usual.
Yep.
Well, thank you, guys.
I actually got a piece done tonight. I feel pretty good about it.
Great.
Damn. I love the red skull.
That turned out better than I thought it would. I'm happy with that.
Very cool.
So I'll be posting that on my X later. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us for a little while.
Omer, honey.
Honey?
Yeah.
Hey, Mama Donna.
Yeah, you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I will. No worries.
Stop all this bullshit fishing for sympathy, man.
No
one's buying it.
I worry about my guys.
No one's buying it. I'm kidding, man. Go get some fucking sleep.
Wow, you're one to know, right, Don?
Yeah, I am one to know. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Apex.
Be sicker.
Appreciate that. All right, guys, anything you want to pimp out, mention, or anything before we jet on out of here?
No, sir. I'm good.
No?
Well, go check out Tank's channel. He's trying to get monetized. He's I think he's over the 500, but he needs the watch time. So if you get a chance, go over to watch and give Tank some watch time.
All his links are in the chat, not the chat, the comments. So
yeah,
I'm going back to doing the show notes now. I'm stopping, trying not to be such a lazy bitch anymore. Trying to get back to it.
I get you, buddy. But also check out Tank's Ko-Fi. He's trying to get like $160 to put his game out on Steam, something like that. So let's help him get something done, because he keeps jumping from one thing to another, so we can keep him on track.
Hell yeah.
It'd be great to get him somewhere.
Very cool. And also, don't forget, subscribe to OMERGLITCH's YouTube channel. Let's try to get that man to 1,000 subs.
Oh yeah, thank you.
He's been busting his ass trying to get there. Where are you at right now with that?
Last I checked, 926, I think.
You're getting there, man.
Yeah.
I noticed ever
Yeah.
since you peaked 900, it's been kind of a uphill battle.
Oh God, it's been a crawl, bro. It's been a crawl.
You'll get there, man. We'll get you. We'll get you there.
After 100,000, I heard that it goes, it flies from there.
100,000. Come on.
Let's go. Why 100,000, Michael? Let's go to 500,000. Let's go.
Let's get 1 million. It's right here.
It's $1 million. It's nothing.
The only way you're going to manifest it is to believe in it.
That's right. Oh, I'm manifesting the hell out of it, man.
Yeah. Me too, buddy. Me too.
Mama Donna, you want any final words?
No, I just want to tell everybody good night. Have a good week.
Yep. You
Likewise,
too.
Mama Donna.
Y'all take care of yourself.
Oh shit, we never did watch the goddamn trailer. Oh well.
let's watch it. I mean, if you got time.
Yeah, screw it.
For what?
What is it? One Last Kill?
Spider-Man, or what is it?
No,
I don't
it's Frank. It's the Punisher. It's a special presentation. Yeah, we'll check that out, and then we'll get on out of here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So guys, thanks a lot,
Let's do it.
and we'll see you Thursday, I reckon. All right.
Yes,
Check it
sir.
out.
Hey, Frank. How you doing, brother? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. What's going on?
Think God's gonna forgive us for the things we've done? I'm not sure about me. But you ain't got a fucking chance.
That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.